Why do I hear Windows sounds in the background?
All right, chat. I think it's working. It's working. Working. All right. There's gonna be some lights flickering. Appreciate it. Thank you for the bits. Yes, you are hearing Windows sounds in the background, solely because I decided to everything decided to update like right now, which is just great. Oh wait. Well, I can finally fix this. 56K. Okay, and then we need the brightness of what's this? 80%. Okay. The lights finally figured themselves out. For whatever reason, my lights were just like, nope, we're not going to work today. We're not going to do this. So, whatever.
All right, chat. 21 months.
Joshy, thank you for your support for 21 months. Let's go. Oh. LW. I also saw that you're first. Not ignoring you. I don't know why you didn't show up on the thing. I don't think it was connected yet. Let me also say we're slowly. Let me know if there's issues with the stream tonight. I am actually streaming now in 3 places currently. I am streaming currently on Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter X. Because I wanted to see if I could live stream 3 places at the same exact time. Our internet provider finally updated the speed in which we can upload. Then the speed in which we can upload stuff. So now that's a little bit faster. I can actually go to 3 places at once. So I want to try it out and see how it works and figure out what the 3rd place should be. I've said this for a while. If you follow all my content, I've talked about this. I think Twitch is on its way out. I think it's dying as a platform. I think they have some serious issues. I don't know how they're going to work it out. So I got to spread the love and stream as many places as possible. So I think right now my internet can handle 3 places, which it used to not be able to. So if it starts like streaming quality gets really, really bad, let me know. But I think so far it's looking okay on the back end for everything. I think so far. Okay, so first off, Griffin, welcome to chat. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the bits, the 5 bits in total. I appreciate it, dude. 21 months until I try Hulk, Joshy. That seems really far away. Why would you wait that long? Why prolong yourself for 21 months before experiencing greatness? I do agree with that take. Marlon, how's it going? Hopefully you're doing well. LW, good seeing you. But hopefully everyone's been doing well. Hopefully everything's going. I haven't seen you all in over a week. Hopefully I look more refreshed. Hopefully I look better. Maybe, I don't know. Do we get marbles today? I don't think so. Today I'm gonna try something a bit different. And if you follow along my community page or tab, I guess, on YouTube, you'll know what it is. But basically, the very general gist. Nerly, welcome to chat. You never come back from vacation with kids refreshed. That's pretty good. That's pretty true. Something to do with Ronan. Yes. So that's true. You don't really you're never refreshed after vacation with kids. But Disney tries its best. They entertain the kids for me a lot. So, have you explored Blue Sky yet? Everyone is jumping on it apparently. Yes, I glanced at it and I think it's absolutely terrible. Look, I literally use it to just throw links out there and that's it, because the algorithm for Blue Sky has yet. So the algorithm's really, really weird for Blue Sky. Basically, the things that are getting traction are super wide net things. So for example, you'll see a lot of posts that are just like, I'm into video games, board games, movies, music, like really broad topics. And if you include a lot of them, your post just goes everywhere, right? Because a lot of people follow those things. And then those people, those same posts, like I'll like it because I'll agree with it, but I'll never see them again because their feed won't show up in my feed because the algorithm doesn't push through. Like it doesn't put any weight, it seems so far, into like if I go to a person and like 10 of their posts or whatever they're called, if I like 10 of them, like the algorithm won't push more of their stuff toward me, which is really weird. Like it has to have certain keywords that I identify with or whatever to show up in the algorithm. And if you happen to like what I like about Twitter is if you interact with a person because you like their tweets and then all of a sudden like they start tweeting about random stuff, you're not going to suddenly not get their post. You still get their post because Twitter believes that you like that person's post, so you're going to interact with that person. Blue Sky takes a completely different approach. So because of it, I would have to post literally the same things over and over and over and over and over to grow that reach, which is crazy, right? It's just crazy to me. So I use the dump links on and that's it. I don't see it becoming a big thing. I don't see it beating X. I think it's right now, like Mastodon was the big thing that everyone ran to. Threads, which still doesn't have relatively good numbers. What was the other one? Beehive or Hive, whatever that was called, was going to be the next thing. Nothing's going to defeat Twitter. It's the best thing that's still out there. Does it have its problems? Yeah, absolutely. But I still think it's one of the best social media platforms out there. Because most social media platforms are trash. But yeah, so I'm not a big fan of it. I'm not a big fan of Blue Sky. And it also has some legality problems it needs to work on with some content that should not be on any social media platform, and it can't quite figure out how to get that stuff off of it yet, which is a learning curve, unfortunately. Playing Ronan as a hero? God, I wish. D20, in the last year, has your channel grown a lot or staying stagnant? Depends on what you mean, and I'll show you what I mean by what I mean when I say that. So we can look at the analytics, right? So in the year 20, wait, make this bigger. Hold on one second. I think this will show it big enough. All right. So for example, I have 5,000 subscribers in this year, right? This is for 2024. The beginning of the year was pretty decent in how many subs I got a day. And then roughly around June, I don't know, 19th-ish, something changed. Something shifted and never went back to normal. So like this day, I like -4 subs for the entire day. And I may still have a few days that like, okay, you get 20 subs. That's cool. But it's nothing compared to like, I was getting like 50 and 40 and 40 subs, like not constantly, but somewhat frequently. So it's not stagnant by any means, but it's growing at it's not as high of a rate. I guess is the best way to put it. As far as like, actually here, you can just see my revenue. I don't really care. So this is how much money I made, which is obviously a lot more than what I made the previous year of what YouTube makes. Okay. As far as views, I have 2.3 million views. Again, I had a lot more views and then something in the shorts algorithm changed and dropped off. Because my watch time and why this revenue is high is because the watch hours remains pretty consistent overall. So as far as how the growth is going, It's good. I mean, again, you compare this to 2023. 2023, that's how much I made in 2023. I had a lot less views, but in November, December, especially December, like it cranked up and I have no idea why. And the watch hours were decent, but they got much better later on. And I had 2.3 thousand subs. One day, wait, what is this day? I had 98 subs on December 6th. I don't know what happened that day. But anyway, that's just to give you a rough idea of the stats of what was going on. So is the channel stagnant? No, it's not stagnant. But is it growing at the same rate as it was in the winter of 2023, 2024? No, it's definitely slowed down. And that could be for a variety of reasons, to be completely honest. It could be because I'm not at the highest Marvel Champions can get. Because basically Dale the Casual Gamer is what's the highest like threshold is for Marvel Champions content realistically. So he's at like 12,000. So I should be able to get there with just Marvel Champions content alone. That's like what the max is theoretically right now. So you could argue that it's because I haven't expanded much. My shorts have gotten worse over time, which is entirely possible, right? My content's not as good. People aren't as interested in Marvel Champions, not as interested in my content. It could be so many different things. So I've had to like kind of configure how I do things, I guess, or how I think about things. So anyway, that's what it is. That's called a Valkyrism. I know, right? Also, welcome, St. Matthew. Hopefully doing well. I just got the title for tonight when I joined, then just realized it said no Magneto. Yeah, I did not receive Magneto yet, unfortunately. It's probably gonna be a while. It's gonna be like at least another week. So we'll do some other stuff that I think will be enjoyable. Have you made your first million right now? No. What you saw for like 5,000 on YouTube for this year is like the vast majority of my income. Twitch, what you can do at any given time is you can look up my Twitch subs. I think it's active online. You can just see what I'm making. I don't hide it too much. Because I don't think there's really a reason to. So I'll show you in a second what you can do. So if you're ever curious on what D20 is making on Twitch. Okay, here. Website. You go to this website, twitchtracker.com, and just search D20 woodworking, and I have it linked so it can read all my back end stuff. And you can see that I currently have 63 active subs. Times that by 2.5. Okay, so 63 times 2.5-ish. It's really 2.4, but whatever. $157. That's in the past 30 days. This is how much money I've made off of Twitch. So for every $5 sub, we get half of it. So you can kind of figure out if you go to that website, that shows you how much I'm making. YouTube's a little trickier. You can go to Social Blade and figure out how much I'm making. Patreon, it shows you right on it what I'm making, so you can see. But yeah. I wonder if I'm on the channels your audience watches. That's a good question. I could look that up. Also, it's really funny because I can't see who watches what, but obviously I can see like content my channel has watched, and some people watch some weird stuff. I'm just gonna say that. All right, so wait, I'll show you this. Channels your audience watches. Nelson is the top one. Then Villain Theory, Web Warrior, Board Game Co, Dice Tower, Legion of Games, One Stop Co-op Shop, Winning Hand, Daring Lime. Okay, you're on the second page, but you're there. Playing board games, Totally Table, Fantasy Flight Games, Dice Throne, Man vs. Meeple, and Meet Me at the Table. This is the things that you all watch. And then my audience watches, what have you been watching recently? Web Warrior Fanatic, ranking stuff, Nelson All Over, First Game Magneto and Impressions, Magneto Expert Ronan, more Magneto from Nelson, Hulk versus Strife Expert with Web Warrior. You all are watching normal stuff. Sometimes I get some really weird stuff that people watch. The must-have board games I was wrong about. 6 games I played so you won't have to with Tom Vassell. So I can see. Laura, welcome to chat. I always find losing subs such a weird thing. Like, what did I do? Maybe what didn't I do, since it seems to happen randomly when I haven't posted anything. I think also a part of it is, one, YouTube will slowly purge your subs if they don't interact with you long enough. I think there's a setting to change that. But two, I assume there's also bots and stuff that like follow me. Like the fact that I have, I don't even know what my sub count is right now. 8,899 subs. I assume at least 20% of those are just bots, right? I assume like 1,000 some people or accounts or bots. Like I don't think they're real people. Maybe not that high. Maybe it's only like 5%, but I still like in my mind to make it easier for myself, assume it's a very high number is bot accounts, and they just slowly get purged over time. I lost a sub today for posting a guitar tutorial for my dad. You deserve that lost sub. 157 million. Also welcome now. If you bring back the Shire Playground, you'll see a bump in subs. It's so pleasant to see. Maybe that's what I have to do. I like the other background. We'll have to do that at some point. We'll do some games where we have some other backgrounds. The problem is like my green screen is like not formatted correctly right now, so I have to figure it out. Ziggy, welcome to chat, dude. I gotta check mine and see if you made the cut. I hope so. I hope I did. I watched a 13-hour video about the Phantom Menace. That's amazing. Turns out I'm not big enough channel to have it tell me who my audience also watches. Solo Gaming Spotlight. I'm early days struggling to get subs. Create short form content. It's your best bet. The sad thing is like it was easier to get subs 3 years ago when Reddit wasn't what it is now. So you used to be able to post your content on Reddit and not just get like harassed by people, and now you can't do that. So, by the way, your chat with Villain Theory was really thrown off by the orientation of where you were sitting. I don't know why Discord reverses the camera. Like this is. Wait. Well, I guess this is reversed because you're reading it correctly. I don't really know. I don't know why Discord mirrors it the way it does. It's very annoying. But it's just other thing of those, so that's cool. But hopefully you all like that chat. I will have a new one coming out tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow's Monday. Yeah, we'll do it tomorrow. We'll have a new one coming out tomorrow. It's a good one. Actually, it's a really interesting one. Tomorrow's is gonna be really interesting. It goes into like some interesting territory, I think, for tomorrow. So I'm pretty hyped for it. Reddit, no greater hive of scum and or villainy. Man, Reddit used to be so good too. Reddit used to be so nice to be a part of it. Like Reddit 5-10 years ago was phenomenal. I really enjoyed it. I would get my news from there. I would get different perspectives on things. All the subreddits would like allow you to like perceive that. Like it was such a nice place. And then it went downhill so fast, so quickly. DNL, how's it going? My night's well so far. It's just a huge liberal echo chamber, which is a shame, right? It's a shame. I think diversity of opinion is a really good thing in general. I think it's important. I think it's good to learn. I think it's important and good to challenge your perspectives on life. The only perspective that should never be challenged is that Doctor Strange is trash. We should all know that by now. So, X-Files sub is really nice. For a Reddit? Yeah, see, I don't get into it. I can't even do the whatchamacallit, the Marvel Champions one anymore. Like I pop in there every now and again, and like doesn't matter which one I click on. I as long as it has like a handful of comments, I start reading through them. I just get angry. I just get upset with people. It's really just ugh. And the Facebook one I don't mind. I just hate Facebook. And let me rephrase this. I don't hate the company Facebook or Meta. Like I have nothing against them. I don't really care. I just don't like the layout of Facebook. Like there's just so much going on with Facebook, like all over the place, that my brain just can't handle it. I like very simple things. That's why I still like YouTube a lot. YouTube is very, very simple, right? There's just a bunch of videos in a row. And yes, they're there to like catch your eye and whatnot. But like Facebook, I feel like I have ads over here. I have images playing. I have reels or whatever they are on Facebook, just like starting out for no reason. There's live stuff on the side. Like there's so much stuff happening on the Facebook that I can't handle it. It's too much for me. And I hate the app. I hate the Facebook app with a burning passion. Just opened Nova a few days ago, and my God, Hone Technique, dude, it's phenomenal, right? It's fantastic. If Purdue won more than one football game, clearly your subs would make a massive jump. If only. At least we have basketball. You can't go into Reddit or Facebook if you want your day to be good. Yeah, unfortunately. I'll Facebook, but I don't go on there. I doom scroll anymore. Now I doom scroll X. Yeah. I love X. I really do. It's my second favorite social media platform. YouTube is my favorite by far. By far. It's not even close. X is my next favorite. I mean, because I can follow so many unique voices and just get them straight into my feed. And the board game Twitter X space, what I'm still gonna call it Twitter. The board game Twitter space is still like really nice. I haven't really found a comparable version on Threads or Blue Sky. That's really interesting. Instagram used to be like the big platform to grow on a board game content creation, and now it's not. Like Instagram is a trash heap nowadays, and I only use Instagram to find entertaining reels that I can steal very easily, so then I can download them and then upload them on YouTube. Like that is the entire purpose of my Instagram at this point. It's such a dead platform. It's so bad. And I get why they pivoted to the direction of reels, but it's not enjoyable. It's not a fun thing anymore. Instead of Twitter, call it MySpace. Bro, MySpace was amazing. All right, I will die on that hill that MySpace was one of the best social media platforms ever. Facebook for me at this point is just about using the messenger to organize things with real life friends, though I do it very rarely respond to a post Marvel Champions Facebook community, but since it used my real name, I'm slightly obscure there. That's fair. You only use Instagram if you well, that's the thing, like Instagram is all about thirst traps, right? Like that is like the whole point of Instagram at this point. It's basically TikTok, right? And TikTok I was on for a solid like 6 months, and the algorithm, like I would train the algorithm. Like everyone is like, oh, TikTok algorithm is so good. No, it's not. It's not good at all. The algorithm is very, very basic for TikTok. You used to be able to train it very easily. I would search board games, watch like 10 videos in a row, and then just get a ton of board game stuff. That's it. The algorithm just fed you what you looked at, right? It's a very simple algorithm. There's nothing crazy to it. The problem is it slowly started trying to push other things that it thinks I would like. So I would swipe off of it really quick or close the platform. If you close the platform, it considers it a really bad piece of content, and then it will not show you that stuff. But now it doesn't care. It just keeps showing me stuff I don't care about. So I don't know what it's trying to push, but it's terrible. I only use the see cat memes. It's just for my reels, and that's it. And that's not true. There's a few workout influencers I follow on there that I enjoy too, like Joey Swole and whatnot. That I follow on Instagram. And oh god, I forgot the other guy I really like. Will Tenen, whatever his name is. I like him too. Arrow, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. I've never installed Tiki Tac. Don't even bother. It's trash. I actually just deleted it again. I had it for a little while because I was putting all my shorts up on TikTok. But again, the algorithm's so bad, it's not pushing it out to anyone. Like, it just doesn't push it out to anyone. And it doesn't try. Like, in the first about hour, if it doesn't get a certain benchmark of, like, whatever, then it just gives up on it so quickly. Versus YouTube and even Reels to a point, will keep testing it in different markets, in different buckets. And TikTok, if it doesn't hit it right the first time, it just gives up. It's so weird. It's so weird. It's bodybuilders for me on Instagram. Big surprise. Do you follow C-Bum? I've been watching a lot of his videos, and obviously like Sam Sulik. I've been watching a lot of his. But yeah, I follow C-Bum he's on Instagram, right? Pretty sure he is. He keeps coming up. Or maybe it's just like fan pages of his. My name's Jeff. Welcome. Hopefully you're doing well, man. I put you in the top 8 on MySpace. Yes. It was such a good feeling. But it was a terrible feeling when you went on someone's page that you were in the top 8, and all of a sudden you weren't on the top 8, and you're like, what the heck just happened? What just happened? Got me to watch a video of a fat pantless guy playing electric guitar covers. Yeah. YouTube is really good at what it does. So the reason why I talk about Twitch is kind of falling apart is Twitch is going through the Adpocalypse of 2017 for YouTube. So for those that are old like me, and you remember the Adpocalypse of 2017 on YouTube, it was a big mess, right? PewDiePie basically took down a website by himself, which was kind of impressive, really. And the Adpocalypse happened, and now Twitch is having the same exact issue with a certain streamer who shall be nameless, because his fan base is rabid, and if somehow anyone finds out you're talking bad about him, they apparently harass you to like oblivion. So I will not discuss their name. But anyway, they're single-handedly like destroying the ad revenue on this platform. That's a lot of people. It's one main one. If you do enough searching on YouTube to read about, like, look at Devin Nash's Adpocalypse. He does a really good job of breaking it down. He calls out the specific person because he's rich enough. He doesn't really care about like if he gets harassed. I am not, and I do not want to handle that harassment. But it's really bad, and Twitch is losing a lot of money. They're gonna have to make some drastic cuts soon. It's more the She-Hulks rather than the Hulks for me. Fair enough. There's one girl like keeps popping on my feed. I don't remember her name, but she's jacked. Sad to see you haven't got Magneto yet. I haven't got mine either. Hopefully mine will come this Friday. Yeah, I don't know when mine will get here. We'll see. Whatever. Yeah, whatever. I'll tell you all right now what my plan for tonight is. If you again follow my community notes on, or my community page on YouTube. One of the things was Absolute Cardboard, thank you for the follow on Twitch. Sorry, I didn't know where the follow thing was. Appreciate it, dude. So I talked about this on the YouTube page of, is there a one deck, right? Is there one deck to win them all, right? Essentially, in Marvel Champions. I do believe there is. I actually think there's more than one. I think theoretically it could be a lot of decks. So I want to try one of my favorite heroes, not my favorite, but one of my favorites tonight, to play them, and I want to play against some harder villains and see how it works out. This is a deck I threw together, so I don't know how well it will do. Black Friday Magneto sale, that'd be sweet. If it is, I'll put it up on Discord and YouTube and Twitter. Meanwhile, I'm still waiting for Nightcrawler. Any update on that? Illman, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Captain Solo, how are you doing? I started reading a horror book in Braille. Something bad is about to happen. I can feel it. Oh God, where's the ban button? I need some moderators on YouTube to start banning people. Scarlet Witch, not Scarlet Witch, but that is a good guess. Not my favorite, or not my favorite hero #1, but I think this hero is in the Mount Rushmore. I got close to being all expert scenarios with a single spider deck. Yeah. See, Laura, I think that's the perfect point. Is like, so Web Warrior Fanatic, I'm pretty sure, has a Spider-Man deck that can beat every single scenario. You saying that with Spider, I know I've had some people mention me that, like, I'm pretty sure X23 can beat every single scenario with a certain deck. So that was a hard question, but I'm pending yes. Pending the yes. Favorite hero #1, Strange. Literally the exact opposite spot. I do wonder. Okay. Here's the thing. There's an actual shot that Doctor Strange could be dethroned as my least favorite hero. There was like an actual shot of this being a thing, and that is with Maria Hill. The more I would look at Maria Hill, the more I just despise her. Like, I do not think she's gonna be good solo. And I know a lot of people are like, no, she's gonna be S tier solo and somehow better in multiplayer or whatever. I do not see it. I do not think she's going to be good solo. Like, even close. Like, I think she'll be as good as the best generic shield deck out there. I don't think she will improve upon the shield deck, but I could take the Justice shield deck and make it work with any hero that's out there. So she will not be better than whatever that is. That's my guess right now for solo. I think for multiplayer, she'll be very, very good. Anyway, side rant. How does one become a mod? I'm happy to help ban Hammer. I don't really know. I think I just make you a mod. But I appreciate that. Possibly. Let me figure it out. Because I also, one of my goals for next year is to get some programs running to help possibly pay mods. I don't know how to exactly make it work. There's some systems that could possibly work, but I need to figure it out still. Because the mods do a lot and I do appreciate them. But I gotta figure that out still. I can't beat full campaign Ronan on standard 2 expert tune, or it's weak. If it can't, that is fair. That is the ultimate test for sure. Nightcrawler still says pre-order my game store website, but now I've gotten the order with Magneto anyway, who's delayed 6 weeks supposedly. So we just got Nightcrawler here. I hope I get Magneto before year's end. I hope so too. Because of Black Friday sales, I was able to grab quite a few heroes I've had my eye on. Now I'm very happy. Now I have a very heavy protection aspect. The Black Friday sales and the Amazon, like I said, make sure you follow my community page because I post a lot of the sales on there on YouTube. The sales have been really good so far. I mean, it was like half the packs out there were like less than $10. I mean, Mutant Genesis Wave. I got Heroes Before Street Date. Great day. I recently found Captain America at Amazon here in Brazil. That was surprising. Obviously, I bought it. Should be arriving soon. That's awesome, dude. Super excited for this wave. Bring on the tag team fun. And hello, Andy. Welcome to chat. If you're doing well. With my speed runs with Venom on the headway to beat every villain with on him. That's really cool too. Venom's another great, like, fantastic hero. Question for D20. For my progression series, I did a review and ranked all the heroes based on power. I landed on Black Panther being the strongest. Was that sentiment that I landed on a comment at all? No. But no, I think most people had Captain Marvel the strongest. Well, okay. No, I don't want to put it down too much. Captain Marvel being the strongest, assuming you're talking about true solo, Captain Marvel being the strongest. And I actually do think Black Panther was in like a discussion because Spider-Man was always lower. Like, Web Warrior really brought the conversation of Spider-Man being actually good in solo like way higher than it was because he was considered like basically D tier. And yeah, I don't think he definitely wasn't the strongest, but he wasn't the weakest. She-Hulk was always considered the weakest. Iron Man was always considered weaker, like second to last. So Black Panther would probably been 2 or 3, depending on, I guess, the person. Give me unlimited power. I will go crazy once a week. I'm shocked at the Maria Hill love because she looks like everything I don't want to be doing in Marvel Champions game. I think with Maria Hill, a lot of people are doing this whole like, well, if this perfect situation laid out, she'd be phenomenal. And I agree. If there was a perfect situation, all these things lined up perfectly, she would be. But that's not how Marvel Champions works pretty much ever. Well, at least not from me. So Maria Hill or Jubilee for worst hero? I think Maria Hill will be much worse. Jubilee's pretty low. But I don't think Jubilee's beating Adam Warlock or Doctor Strange. I would rather, like, if the way it works out, I would rather play Jubilee than Doctor Strange. And I'd rather play Jubilee than Adam Warlock. I'd rather play Jubilee than War Machine. Maybe not Nebula. I really kind of like Nebula, even though she's a pain to play. Won't tell no more dad jokes. You can tell them as much as you want. That's how Diamond's Edge basically hangs out. It still looks more interesting than Sparkle Girl with cool sunglasses. I agree that also welcome John Lasagna. I agree that she looks more interesting for sure. I think it's a really neat thing they're doing with Maria Hill. I think it's really, I'm happy. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm actually very happy that Maria Hill will exist in the form in which she is presented, right? I want them to try new things. I want them to push the boundaries. What's been crazy to me is just the amount of people going, oh, automatic S tier. Like, I do not understand that at all. I get that setting up that allegedly support and upgrade build out is the strongest way to play, even though it doesn't work for me. But at the end of the day, you still make final pushes with like event cards. Event cards make the final push, generally speaking. Unless you're running leadership with a ally swarm build, events make those pushes. And then Maria Hill doesn't have those events to make the pushes. Like flipping the stage 3 of a villain on solo, like if she can't one-shot it, she's got serious problems. If she can't two-shot it, she's got even bigger problems, right? So, it's just, yeah. The Black Panther holds a soft spot. He was the first hero I played in multiplayer, and we won. That's awesome. I think everyone has like that villain that their hero that they have a soft spot for. Funny that Iron Man and She-Hulk were easily my favorites from the core. I hated She-Hulk. I respect her a lot more now, but I hate her at the time. I didn't like playing Spider-Man until Web Warrior Fanatic showed some of his decks. I agree. I didn't think he could be as good as he was. Captain Marvel, my beloved. No way Maria Hill is worse than Valk. Everyone's worse than Valk. Valk is the GOAT, so Maria Hill will absolutely be worse than Valk for sure. In my experience, Black Panther dealt with the board much easier than Captain Marvel. Her output was much lower than his. Wait, how is the output lower? Because he's only able to deal 6 damage, right? Theoretically, right? Through the claws, or I guess he can transfer damage from himself to the other person too, right? But I feel like he can't do that much damage unless you're just lining up a ton of Wakanda Forevers in one hand. Streaming started for anyone else? Might be freaking out a little bit. Hating She-Hulk, I object. Fine for me. All right. I see it bouncing around. It's still hanging in there, but it's definitely bouncing around. Let's see if YouTube's freaking out. No, YouTube's still doing all right. You're doing all right there, YouTube. YouTube, do me a huge favor. Make sure you hit the like button if you haven't done it yet. Stuttering here a little bit. Okay. All right. It should be getting back to normal-ish. You all know my internet, right? At this point, it's okay now. All right. Cool. Well, one of the things that I really is video buffering. Use low latency toggle. I don't care. Okay, so it's dropping back down now. So with the quote unquote one deck, I think one of the interesting things is you have to plan for side schemes and a lot of minions and stuff like that now. So I'm kind of excited to I have a theory deck and to see how this works. So that's why we're going to start with Ronan the Accuser, because I feel like if you can't beat Ronan, you got serious issues, right? So that's gonna be the initial goal. Ooh, internet's dropping a lot. Good. I am waiting for a Valk Black Friday sale and hoping Storm. I want some leadership X-Men. Storm is so good. I love Storm. I really do. I don't think any hero can compare to Captain Marvel's economy and drawing. Her drawing, definitely. Her economy, probably. The economy, I would mostly agree with you. Her drawing, I 100% agree with you. Captain Marvel draw entire deck twice, basically, right? Can't beat Collector, don't proceed. I think, so to test things out, I feel like you need to test Ronan, Venom Goblin, and then Collector 2, right? Or Collector 1, actually both those, because those are both like super unique. So I actually kind of agree with that. That if you beat like those 4, you're probably all right. Or if you're probably going to be able to beat everyone. So we'll make sure everything's working fine. Yeah, it's slowing down a little bit. Stream health. Oh, my keyframes are freaking out. That's why. That's why you're getting a little bit of a stutter. I think Mojo is actually really difficult and expert as well. Yes, he is. Especially if you have to rush Mojo is the way you beat him, I think. Hulk full aggression event, 3-turn win. 3-turn rush strategy is one of the best strategies out there for sure. I'm getting Storm's pack just so I can pump up Cyclops leadership. Give me Uncanny X-Men. I get that. All right. Just want to see. I think. Oh my god, the internet's freaking out again. It's freaking out, man. But no, this is Daring Lime. I do agree that I think Mojo's really, really rough. If you play the long game, I think you have to rush Mojo. If for solo, I think for multiplayer, it's easier. Apocalypse 1 on Expert, I think, is a great test for deck strength 2. Force you to be able to deal with everything. I'll have to try that. That's a good one too. Just don't ask how many times I had to film Hulk versus Venom Goblin. Over 10. Kind of curious on that. Well, it says it's back to excellent condition. Oh no. YouTube is freaking out. I love my internet. It's just so good. It's so good. I mean, every game was about 5 minutes. So that makes sense. For the one deck thing, though, I think it would be great to test with Mojo because some villains you need to build and then Mojo you want to rush. So if you have a deck that can build, do you think there's any villain that makes sense building more? Like, I feel like for every single villain, I could just rush, generally speaking. Like, I don't have to build out for. I beat Standard Sabretooth in 2 hours the other day with Wolverine Colossus. I had a dream mulligan. Nice. LW lost you for a second? Yeah, I can see the drop for a second from you all. I can see YouTube struggling. Variga.
2 years.
Appreciate it, dude. Thank you for 2 years of support, dude. All right, so I think I'm going to shut down the Twitter. Yeah, I'm going to shut down the Twitter one. All right, Twitter. If you're still around, maybe this is what we do. We just do the beginning of a bit. Go over to Twitch. Go over to YouTube. Links are in the description, all that stuff. Follow me there. It's just easier. So it was nice kind of streaming there for a bit, but I think we're going to stop it because the internet's really struggling with this. So Twitter, see you later. All right, we stopped the Twitter, people.
D20 Woo Party, D20 Woo Party, D20 Woo Party.
Love it. Thank you for the woo parties. All right, so we ended the Twitter one, which is interesting. I want to see how well that kind of hangs out and does things. And this way now it frees up more space, internet space for everything else, and we'll see if everyone else is better.
D20 Woo Party, D20 Poo Party.
Griffin, thank you for the bits, dude. I appreciate it. Let me get Stream Raiders going too. Venom Goblins build it better to build. Yeah, I can see that one. How's Rush against Apocalypse 1 and Magneto? I feel like those scenarios that anti-rush. Magneto, you can still kind of rush. You can still kind of rush it. If you can't beat Infinity Gauntlet, Ronan. I'm currently playing Arkham and was going back to do Scarlet Keys to get the scenarios I missed, plus some standalones I hadn't done. I forgot how bad Scarlet Keys is. I mean, that sounds terrible, Steven. That sounds absolutely terrible. All right, let's get this going too. All right, you can now put Twitch people. You can now do Stream Raiders. Because you have to go through side schemes. Yeah, but the side schemes are pretty easy for Magneto. They're super quick. I don't think they're that hard to get through. Plus, it doesn't stop you from damaging Magneto, right? Because you just need to get the first 2 done to pop him to the next stage, and then as long as you get the rest done later on, like it's Magneto, you can still kind of rush. We've done it before. It's not like easy, but it is doable. You play at high tempo, but not necessarily rush like some people would define it. Yeah, the real road. Also, I feel like I missed someone. Dr. Nate, welcome. I just ordered Age of Apocalypse, decently discounted and next evolution for a nice price there. That's awesome. Yeah, it's nice. Black Friday right now is really nice with how much you can kind of get things like at a decent price, you know. All right, I think now for all you, the stream should be back to normal. I think our biggest issue we're running into is when it gets pretty choppy because again my internet's not stable whatsoever. And we had a third stream going, so it's good to know that third stream. Maybe that's just we just start it on one platform and then we just cut it off to push everyone to YouTube or Twitch or whatever. Interesting. Interesting. Oh god, my stuff doesn't fit there. That's all right. Okay, so I might as well. This is my rough idea of what I'm doing tonight. So I'm doing Wolverine. All right, Wolverine is, I think, one of the best solo heroes out there, because he could do everything. And I think I'm going to do. There we go. There it gets through. That's my deck idea so far. Again, this deck has to be balanced enough to defeat side schemes, defeat minions, especially everything. So I think the rough idea of this is just to be able to rush when I need to rush, but have a hero that can do everything, do a little bit of everything, in my opinion. So this is my rough idea. Obviously, this isn't a final deck, but this is what, again, just my rough idea is of it right now. I'd love to see somebody try and beat Ronan Valor Goblin with that setup. What with the Infinity Gauntlet? I think Web Warrior's done it. And it flipped to 1A. Waiting on Citizen Moses to drop. Mad Titan. Waiting on Citizen Moses to drop. Mad Titan fell like $12 or something, but Sinister is still. Yeah, Mad Titan drops down a lot. It's really nice. Need Bam Hammer? I know. Where's Beast now? Beast now with his children just getting in the way. Go into the woods and call yourself Wolverines and try to fight back the creep. Hey, Mark, how's it going? Hopefully you're doing well. Infinity Gauntlet and superpowers from Sinister? Is that what he did? I know he did something crazy. And I think he did Standard 2 Expert too. Little annoyed that Wolverine got errata in the reprints. Now I want that copy instead. I know. Yeah. Again, they should just give us the errata cards. Just give it to us. Sell it to me at cost. It's fine. Nobody cares. People will not be upset. Like, I don't know if they're worried like people would be upset or the logistics is that much of a nightmare they can't handle it. Suppressing Fire and Hall of Heroes though. We'll see. So honorary X-Men. Okay, the reason I have honorary X-Men, one is to bump up his life a little bit, but more so because I tend to get caught off guard a lot, or some type of thing that loses my support or upgrades, and I'd rather it be that. Suppressing Fire. The rough idea of that is for when we have minions. And I'm using my life as a resource, right? So if we have minions, using my life as a resource, constantly heal up. That's the rough idea of that. I agree that Hall of Heroes, I don't know if it's actually going to work. That's just like an extra card I threw in. So that's probably going to get replaced with something else. Maybe Helicarrier or something like that, but I'm not 100% sure. Release promo Wolverine with correct printing? I know, right? Mark, question. I was looking into Ashes Reborn, but it's 2-player only. It looks great. The core box is. What you need to get is... they have an expansion that makes it solo. Red Reigns. You have to get the Red Reigns expansion to make it solo. It's absolutely worth it. You can watch the videos on my channel that show me playing it. I think it's one of the best solo games out there. Card off guard. I know that pain. Yeah, exactly. The original is now a collector item. How many cards have errata? I've literally never looked at the errata list. A lot. It's a lot. It's probably gotta be like 50, 60 cards at this point. I think it'll work great against scenarios with minions. I think any deck that works well with minions will work well without minions as well. This is my weird thought. So, like, Suppressing Fire just becomes a resource card, right? And Hall of Heroes becomes a nothing card, right? Actually, Hall of Heroes becomes a nothing card. But it doesn't stop all the other cards from doing damage and working, right? That's my rough thought. So confused watching your last video and you told me it was... Yeah, no problem, dude. Did Cosmo get reprinted with errata? I don't know what got reprinted besides Wolverine. Dan, how's it going? Hope Disneyland was fun. It was phenomenal. Disney World. I had to learn the difference because I got yelled at by novels. It was phenomenal. Absolutely loved it. Diamond's Edge. Hey, speaking of mods. Did the time ago? I know. I was out there for a while. There's a difference? Yeah, Disneyland is in California. Disney World's in Florida. World is the first one. California is the second one. Remember, if you don't read errata, you don't have to play that way when it helps you. 100% agree. There's also Disney's in other places, and I don't know the proper names for those Disneys. But yeah, I had to be corrected because I keep calling it Disneyland, and it's Disney World. Disneyland was in Japan. Yeah, exactly. Only been to the one in Paris. How did you like it? Novels, I think, has been to it as well and liked it. Florida's a superior Disney. Fact check true. Though I do need to go. I haven't been to the one in California, so I don't know for sure. But I think it's safe to say. Though there was a lot of issues. For those that don't know, I had a podcast go out today, so you can only hear it on podcast channels, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google, Samsung, whatever you listen to your podcast on. I talked a bit about Disney and the stuff that happened there. It was a fun talk. So if you're not listening to the podcast, you should be, because there's going to be some exclusive content on there. There are Disneylands all over the world. There's one in my hometown. I mean, all told, I thought it was good. Nice. What if instead of suppressing fire, it was just first aid? You can still heal too, and it's versatile, and you can heal your allies as well. I don't hate that. I actually like that edit. Daring Lime, thank you for making my decks better. Yeah, let's do that. Let's remove suppressing fire. And first aid. Alright, deck has been updated. So, not true. California was the first. Florida came second. Is it? You're right. It is Disneyland was first. It's also... Hold on. The first Disney park was unveiled in 1955 to much fanfare. The original Disneyland park was smaller than today's Disneyland. The California Adventure portion of Disneyland is actually built in the parking lot of the original Disneyland park. That's hilarious. Did not know that. I really thought it was the other way around. I read an article that was pretty sure was wrong. Oh, hold on, wait. I gotta do suppressing fire and first aid. Hold on. Gotta make changes. Ozo, thank you for what is that? 13 months, dude. Thank you for the support. The Parisians didn't feel too welcoming either, but don't speak the language, so can't complain too much. Speaking of errata, once you mentioned the magnet villain errata, what was that? I got mutant genesis and forgot what it was. It has to do with magnet counters. So the magnet counters you technically remove before you do the thing on the card, if that makes sense. So that the magnet counters don't keep triggering each other. Three first aids. Let's go. Both American and Disneylands destroyed a lot of orange fields. Who needs oranges? Doesn't Florida still have a ton of oranges? Might be referring to magnetic counters. Yes, the magnetic counters. Sunfire instead of Hall of Heroes might be OP2. Sunfire has saved me many times. Fine. Do it just because you're a better player than I am. Sunfire and get out Hall of Heroes. I really just want to use my Hall of Heroes tokens is what it really comes down to. Hall of Heroes. Basically, the wording is kind of backwards. You move the accounts first. Yes. Hold on, wait. I'll show you in a second. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Hall of Heroes OP. Yeah, but you also don't want to flip down too much with Logan, because then he loses Berserker Rage. It's like the one reason not to flip down with him. I'm getting the Magneto out. Okay, so the errata is basically this card states force response. After you place a magnet counter on the scheme, if there are 3 or more magnet counters here, discard cards from the encounter deck until a magnetic card is discarded. Reveal that card, then remove 3 magnet counters. What it actually is now is that if there are 3 magnet counters here, discard cards until a magnetic card is discarded, remove the 3 counters, then reveal that card. Because theoretically what happens is it would have 3, then you reveal a new card, and they put like another magnet counter, let's say, so you would have to keep doing it over and over and over and over, which I don't think is the design of what they wanted. So that's the rough idea of the errata, is that you wouldn't keep triggering that card over and over. Because you have 5 doubles and you can play them outright. Yeah, we'll see with the allies. We'll see with them. Less oranges now. It's fine. It's fine. No one needs oranges. Not having a good time with those. You can always just keep all heroes in and run higher than 40 cards for testing. It's true. I watched an old stream while you were gone to fill in the gap. Rise of Red Skull versus Adam Warlock. Have you ever seen such horrible encounter pulls? Might have been your worst night ever. I've had some bad nights, but that is a classic. Also, Big K, welcome to chat. Hopefully you're doing well, man. Also, I was taking damage from magnet missiles even though there was no minion in the field. That took a long time for the community to figure out. So don't worry. I was doing that for ages, exactly. That errata makes me sad. The electromagnetic shock or whatever it's called whiffs now when it is used. Used to be a scariest card. Yeah, it's some of the cards should have been worded differently for sure. I don't know how they messed up that wording so hard, because they don't listen to their playtesters. From what I've heard, is that the playtesters will basically play, and this is knowledge I have received. Maybe it's first person knowledge, maybe it's not, maybe it's second person. I can't say, but from sources, from playtesters, they have stated that they point out a lot of the errors in which content creators point out, that community points out, and Fantasy Flight Games receives all those errors and they just go, and that's it. Like, they very rarely make any changes when like the mass playtesters get the game, like very rarely. It doesn't mean that hasn't been done, but like a lot of the stuff that I've made videos about, where I'm just like, how are playtesters messing this up? And I had several different playtesters reach out to me and go, hey, this is who I am, and this is my connection to the playtesting scene or whatever. This is what's going on, and they have explained to me what happened. And so that's why, like, if you follow old D20, I used to rail on playtesters a lot, and now hearing from them, I do a lot less, because they are pointing it out, and Fantasy Flight Games are just either ignoring it purposely, like they don't know why, like they don't receive any communication back about it. So it's either purposely or not purposely. I don't know what it is, but it's very annoying. The error indicator exists for so long they simply forgot about it. Yeah. The problem is also, like, again, I'm happy they have a rules expert now, but their rules expert isn't always cohesive and doesn't think things through all the way. So they've made like snap judgment decisions that affect a lot more of the game, instead of just like thinking it through. Coffee? I like coffee. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. There's a lot of stories I hear of some stuff that goes on internally there. That's just, there's a lot of weird things that go on there. Thanos Retaliate. Bro, don't even get me started with that. It still is funny too, because like, I know people, you know, toe-to-toe has been resolved, but the toe-to-toe thing is like a perfect example of just like, they made a ruling that changed the way the game works, and it affected cards like toe-to-toe, and they just tried to ignore it. And like, the reason they just couldn't get away with it, and like, by the end of toe-to-toe, like, I wasn't even bringing it up anymore, right? Like, that whole thing I brought up in the beginning. Actually, it's JS is like the original idea behind that, and thought of the idea because it makes the most sense. And then JS, held my hand like a small child, and said, "This is how this would work." And I went, "Oh, okay." And then I made a video about it. And then that sparked more debate and whatever. And other people started talking about, like, by the end, I wasn't talking about it anymore, but I was just getting blamed for it, which is fine. I'll take the blame. I don't really care. But it was a perfect example of just how, like, they didn't think things through all the way. And there was a lot of issues when they made slight rules changes. And they don't always think these things through. It's very annoying. It's very frustrating. God, I haven't had a Red Bull in so long. It just tastes like freedom. I love it. But yeah, there's a lot of things, and there'll be a lot more too, because there's so many cards in this game. And that's what's phenomenal to me about like Ashes Reborn. There's very little errata that's needed with Ashes Reborn, and when they make the errata, they reprint the card in future expansions and give it to you. It's a really nice system. But like, because there's so many keywords, and because they didn't have consistent writing early on with Marvel Champions, it led to bigger issues, right? Like the whole thing with Hulk, right? Hulk's obligation with the whole like if wording or whatever it is. It screwed up so much, screwed up so many things for people. So it's silly stuff like that really messes up. Remove the stalwart keyword. I like stalwart. I like the idea of it. I want them to use it as sparingly as possible, though. That's my only thing. Only steady? I don't mind it. I'm fine with it. It's fine. But again, I only want it to be used like a handful of times. Also, 2 new subs on YouTube finally pushed me over 8,900, so I appreciate that. We should be over 9,000 by the end of the year. My goal is to hit 10,000 subs on YouTube by the end of the year. It's gonna be short of that. We're not gonna hit it, but it's gonna be nice to be able to hit it like probably in the first quarter next year. It's just gonna be nice. It's gonna be really nice. I pretty much treat steady villains as stalwart. I'm not wasting confusing stunts on the Nestro. Hey Beast, now how's it going, man? Hope you're doing well. Over 9,000? Yeah, soon enough, dude. Soon enough. It's crazy. It's crazy to think about the journey of that. Love it. I love it. But yeah, so going way back for a second. The whole one deck conversation. I do think there are going to be... I actually think the one deck is possible with almost every hero. I don't know if it's going to be everyone, but I think at least half of the heroes can probably one deck and win every scenario. I think in Lord of the Rings, it was like one deck worked for... there's like 3 one decks, basically. There's one that was obviously way better than the others, officially titled the one deck. But the rest of them, there was like 2 other ones that worked pretty well as well. They weren't as efficient, but yeah, one deck to bind them. But yeah, I think there's actually a lot of heroes that can do it because of the way the game works with the 15 cards. Because you have those 15 cards, they're just generally so strong. Like, I think you can still make the argument for Captain America could probably do it. They go one deck Valk deck and beat all expert scenarios. May or may not be working on that already, but yeah. I have been seeing a lot more hate for Valkyrie recently. It's become the cool thing to do again. So I gotta put an end to that soon. One deck to rule them all. Time to turn around public opinion. We did it once before, and because I didn't keep following up with it, gotta do it again. Really comes down to luck of the hero deck and encounter deck. Where I was able to get the win on Venom Goblin with Hulk was because I finally got cards from the encounter deck that was able to shrug off for the most part. Valkyrie Expert Galaxy campaign incoming. I hate the campaign. I say that as someone who doesn't like Valk. That's fair. That's fair. I'll change your opinion. But yeah, a lot of it is luck based for sure. But I mean, that's just kind of what it is at this point. There's a scenario, the 3rd scenario in the core box of Lord of the Rings for solo play. It's just a luck. It's just a luck based. There's no skill involved. It's just luck. I mean, you still need a decent deck, but it is a luck-based game at that point. The rest of the scenarios, for the most part, are skill-based, but not that one at all. That scenario is brutal. Dude, I still have nightmares about it. But yeah, if you listen to the Daring Lion podcast, we talked a bit about it, and I hope he plays it one day because I want to hear his thoughts on it. I don't have the Valk pack. I save my money and spend it on a full set of campaign boxes. Sad. No, I get it. I get it. A lot of people hate Valkyrie for a variety of reasons. So I will work on changing public opinion once again. The problem is I'm also not burned out on Marvel Champions by any means, but I'm ready for Magneto to come out. I'm ready to do my tier list for Magneto. I have so many like videos I need to do, and I'm ready to just play like some other games. I'm ready to play Neon Rain. I want to play that and learn it. More legendary stuff. I gotta have a whole stream of just organizing cards. I have so many cards that need to be organized. We have so many boxes that need to be opened. I have a lot going on. So,
wait, I'm still alive.
Clara, thank you for resubbing. What are you doing now? Resubscribe for 3 months at tier 3. Clara, thank you for the tier 3 sub. Honestly, thank you. I appreciate it. My only tier 3 sub. Thank you, Clara. And yes, I'm happy that you're still alive. Also, you get the fun gold star on your 9 badge. Makes you unique and special. Some would say better than others. Just saying. You all can be tier 3 special badges too, but I think you get like slightly different emotes, like 2. But no, thank you for the support, Claire. I appreciate it. All right, so once that clock runs down to 6, then we'll start playing. I'm probably not her deck, but her skin. She isn't. Oh wait. Oh, it's probably not. It's probably not her deck, but her skin. She isn't a big hero. Why people don't like her? Yeah, I mean, I agree with that to a point, but I feel like Spider is really popular. Unless Spider's a big hero I don't know about, but I feel like Spider was never like Penny Parker wasn't that big of a hero. But I mean, there's definitely truth to that. She was one of the first heroes that wasn't a big name. I guess Warlock might have been like one of the first ones. Spectrum was also the first one, but I don't think a lot of people agree with me there. So maybe, yeah. I mean, that's a good argument. But in others, I knew I was just because I saw Wicked. Because you saw Wicked 3 times. Yeah, I saw on Discord. I haven't been to the movies in forever. I just want to watch the next Mission Impossible movie, and that's it. I don't have to go to the movies again. I did watch a lot of movies while I was in Florida, though, because once you put the kid to bed and you're in a single room, all the lights have to go down. So it's just like I have nothing to do besides play video games and watch movies, and that's what I did. The B1 time true soul. I just need the exact hero to get captured and 2 to 3 specific cards in opening hand. Yeah. Spider only had a handful of cosmic appearances. Her biggest appearance was in Into the Spider-Verse. Yeah. Who goes to movies in this day and age? Man, I love the movies. I really do. I really love the movies. I haven't been able to go in a long time, which is really sad. But I would love to go back. Like I said, for the next Mission Impossible comes out, I do want to go back to the theaters. But yeah, it'll be a little while, unfortunately. Apparently. But yeah. You still need to watch Deadpool versus Wolverine? I do. That one, or Deadpool and Wolverine. That one we haven't done because Novel's couldn't watch it yet, so. I miss going to the theaters. Having a 2.5-year-old makes it difficult. Doesn't get much better when they're 5. The movies are awesome. I'm not a fan of musicals, but the movie going experience is still great. Dude, just the giant tub of popcorn. Yes, please. The next Mission Impossible is one of the few movies where I can actually get a group of friends together to go with. Yeah, that's awesome. Tends to be either with my one friend or by myself. I would go to the theaters by myself, but there's not even that many movies that interest me. But yeah, I told Novels that I really want to go see Mission Impossible because I think it's gonna be Tom Cruise's last time doing it from all that I've read. So I watched Gladiator 2 yesterday. I didn't watch the first one, so I'm going to go do that. Go watch the first one. The first one's a masterpiece. It's phenomenal. Nothing beats cinema popcorn. 100% agree. It's just not the same. Disney popcorn's pretty good, but the amount of butter they put on the movie theater popcorn, where it's just like you could feel your heart slowing down, nothing's better than that. It's phenomenal. So good. I remember when Novels and I were first dating, we used to go to the movies a lot. And because it was like in between our two places was the theater. And I think she was just disgusted by the amount of butter I put on it. More butter than the corn, 100%. So I would just put so much on it. It was phenomenal. My preteen nephew claims that either Deadpool, Wolverine, or Godzilla -1 is the movie of the year. It's a close call for him. I don't even know what's come out this year, so maybe. Who skips adding butter on some popcorn? Exactly, right? If I ever go to the theater without my wife, she asks I bring her back popcorn. That's hilarious and awesome. I don't like the salty popcorn in the theaters I go to, alas. You could. So our theater makes them without salt on it and then adds it after the fact. So you can, like, I tell them always to go light on it because I know they do it because they want me to drink more soda, and I drink more soda and I have to get a refill and all that fun stuff, but still. But what I do is I get the refillable bucket and I go for all like the beginning of the movies. So I show up early to a movie by like 30 minutes so I can eat a tub of popcorn and then go back out, get that popcorn refilled naturally, and then go back in right when the previews are starting. If I can time it just right, it's phenomenal. And then when I'm leaving, I go refill that bucket of popcorn and I bring it home with me and I see if I can eat any of it. But it's a matter of principle at that point, not even necessarily like me trying to eat 3 buckets of popcorn. I also add the ketchup seasoning. We don't have ketchup seasoning. We just have ketchup. We don't have ketchup seasoning. How long ago was Endgame? That was the last time I saw a movie in the movie theater. That was a long time ago. Hey Siri, when did Endgame come out? April 26, 2019 in America. So 5.5 years ago? Stop talking. Siri. Hey Siri. Stop talking. Then leave with the full bucket. Yeah. Last movie I saw was Love and Thunder in theater, and it was the worst movie I've ever seen. Love and Thunder was pretty bad. I don't think it was the worst movie I've ever seen because I've seen some bad movies in my life. But it was one of the worst Marvel movies, I think. Endgame was like 20 years ago. The Starks saved the world twice in 1 week. There's a discussion read about how people don't go to the movies like in the past. Either it's the quality of movies or we decided to become distractions in life now. So LW, I think it's both. I think so there's actually a really, really, really interesting Matt Damon interview about this that we'll get into in a second. Oh wait, I guess you all want to see the fight, right? Killing Field? Let's do that. One A2B3C. Hey Heiser, how's it going? I did have a good trip. Thank you. Don't even get me started on Game of Thrones. What even is this fight? It's Stream Raiders. All the cool kids are doing it now. Alright, good job, chat. My clients who I see a lot of movies, that's awesome. Those are good clients. Okay, so movie theaters and why people see less movies. So there's a bunch of reasons. One, right there. So one has to do with the fact that movie quality has gone down. And the reason movie quality has gone down is because the streams of revenue for movies have gone down. So one of the things Matt Damon has talked about is that with theaters, right, with movies, you could say like a budget of a movie was like, just say $10 million. It's obviously a lot more, but let's just use 10 million because it's a lower number. And then generally speaking, you have to put marketing into it that's the same price as the production of the movie. So you put another $10 million of marketing into the $10 million film, right? So the idea is you need to make back at least $20 million plus, you know, whatever amounts for like fees and stuff like that from like movie theaters and all this stuff, whatever. So you have to make back roughly, let's say, $20 million. So you used to be able to make it from box office sales, and then you can make it from DVD releases. And DVD releases was a great way to make more money. Well, physical media doesn't exist anymore. It's all streaming, and streaming pays them like so little, like so incredibly little. And Netflix in general doesn't put value on movies, they put value on TV shows, because Netflix's big thing that they care about is hours on the platform or hours watching the content. And if you watch an entire season of Friends, it's a lot more hours of the content versus watching a movie. So they put more value on TV shows because they want you to be constantly onto their service. That's their main metric for whatever reason. So that's that. So because of that, if you had you had two basic revenue drivers for movies. Now you have one, right? It's literally cut in half. So the problem is nobody wants to take risks on movies anymore. So like Princess Bride, which never worked in theaters, did really, really well in DVD sales, right? And that's why it became a huge hit and why it actually did, you know, fairly well. Rocky Horror Picture Show was the same thing. It didn't really do well in the original release of theaters, right? It was not that good release wise for that. So anyway, so because of that, streaming has thus removed that revenue stream. So you only make movies that are basically guaranteed hits, or you think are going to be guaranteed hits. So that is a part of the reason of why ever we talked about this. Oh, because the movie quality is going down. Now, this also gets with, there's another whole theory out there with our attention spans, because most people can't just like watch a movie. They gotta watch a movie and be on their phone. They gotta watch a movie and do whatever else, right? In the theater, you can't do anything but watch a movie, right? Because obviously that's just like impolite. So because of our TikTok attention spans, basically at this point, we can't just watch a movie, unfortunately. And that has led to the decrease of movie attendance. Then finally it gets the pricing, right? Obviously movies are crazy expensive, and to get any other concession stand is really expensive. If you're just by yourself, it's not too bad. If you bring a family, like families don't go to theaters anymore. It's insane. It's way too expensive. The future is going to be basically direct to streaming, but it's going to generate no revenue for movies, and we're just going to get bad movies or only like Netflix originals or whatever, which some of them are good, but a lot of them aren't. So anyway, whole random side note about that. D20's Rogue is Rampage, I know, right? I get to go to the theaters with my clients. The popcorn costs more than the movie ticket. 100%. So terrible. Starwind M, welcome to chat. Hopefully you're doing well. Popcorn costs more than the movie because the theater doesn't get revenue from tickets. It gets some revenue from the tickets. It doesn't get none. It gets some. They figured this out, right? It was like a pathetic amount, but you're right. The majority of what they make is off of concession stands. Thank you. Physical media is so much better than streaming, though. I agree. I have a ton of Blu-rays because I enjoy physical media. I love Steam for computer games, but I own a Switch with a bunch of physical games because easy come, easy go, right? So support physical media for films when you can, yeah. But a lot of theaters or a lot of movies are getting away from it, which is the problem. It's already kind of too late because movie production companies have already kind of given up on physical media. See DVD sections in stores go away? I agree, Laura. It's really sad. Oz bombed at the box office? Yeah, Claire, that's another good one. Just watch this 4-hour Titanic movie. Movie quality and prices, fix those, and people may want to go back. I don't believe movie quality can be fixed at this point. I think in order for it to do, for a resurgence of movies to happen, I think it actually needs to be the movie indie scene. Just the same way as like video games, right? AAA video games, not all of them, but a lot of them are doing really poorly for one reason or another. Doesn't matter why, but they're doing poorly. Indie games are doing really, really, really well right now. I think the same thing is going to happen with board games soon. So blame TikTok for the death of movies. Another reason to hate that app. I missed the 90s in high school. An older friend of mine would borrow his family van and drive us to cinema every 2 weeks. We watched so many movies. I had all the ticket stubs in my wallet. Yeah. One thing that our town still does is drive-in theaters, which is really nice. We haven't been in a little while, but I really like it. Get Littleton tickets, and there was a story not too long ago that Disney was trying to muscle more from theaters. That doesn't surprise me. Again, I like Disney World. It's really fun. Garbage company. I worked at a theater for like 5 years. Best worst job ever. That's awesome. Want to know why people don't buy physical anymore? Where are 40 hours of bonus features that we had in the early 2000s? Also, it phased out, right? It was easier to get into streaming, right? Netflix was the thing. It was just easier. David Lynch should make another movie. What was the last thing he made? Used to watch all the bonus things. I watched a lot, but I didn't watch all of them. But I like owning the physical media, because I also hate with streaming that, like, oh, I want to watch Austin Powers, whatever it may be. That's right, it's on Netflix. Oh wait, they took it off now. Lord of the Rings is a good one. 10,000 hours of Lord of the Rings extras. Yes, please. I'm down for that. What they need to do, the only thing I want to get, there's only one piece of physical media I still miss, and I want, and that is Star Wars, the original trilogy, but with the original cut. I don't want this new CGI garbage they put in for George Lucas to purposely bomb a second and third movie, because they were better than his original New Hope movie. It's a conspiracy theory, but I still think he purposely put in all the CGI stuff to make it look worse, so that his movie didn't look as bad as the next two. But anyway, I digress. I want the original cut with no CGI. You can only get that on VHS, I believe. So or maybe some of the original DVDs. Actually, I take that back. I think you can find them on some of the DVDs, like certain ones. But still, like, that's what I want. That is like the last thing I want to own. The auto commentary of the first Ghostbuster film is so good, with Evan Reitman, Harold Ramis, and Joe Medjuk. Highly recommend people watch it. Very entertaining. They pick on Bill Murray a lot. Good, he deserves it. I don't like Bill Murray. Fun fact. A24 puts out a lot of good quality. Red Bull sponsor. I wish. I talked to him about it. You could download a fan-made version of the original cut of Star Wars. They pieced it together from old prints. Oh, that's interesting. Criterion Collections DVDs have great extras. This Criterion Collection, they have it on Blu-ray too, and they have a lot of good stuff. But I also haven't bought a Blu-ray in a long time. Like a really long time. But a lot like the classics I own. I also don't trust them to not digitally edit their movies to change things. They did it with Lilo and Stitch recently on Disney. And I'm against digital editing of films. They changed it in the classic. What is it? She hides into a dryer to hide from her parents, I think, and they changed it to something else differently. I forget what it is, a box or something. Which I get why they did it, but I don't agree with it. I don't think you should ever digitally edit movies. These specialized editors, I have to check it out. All right, chat. Give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. And then let's play some Marvel Champions and see how well this Wolverine deck does. Give me a minute. Okay. Perfect. Went to the bathroom. Half the audience left. Love it. Love it. Let's move that over there. Okay, cool. All right. So we're on Ronan on Expert. Cut the power comes in because one revealed. Ronan's gonna swing for a lot of damage. It's fine. And let's see how this goes. Turn 1 shadows, probably. Actually, wait, before we get started. Twitch, legalize gambling before I forget. You got 2 minutes. All right. Yeah, so either turn 1 shadows or I'll get Avengers Mansion out and then turn 1 caught off guard. All right, put the Kree command ship environment into play. I attach the Milano support and the Milano support. Oh yeah, in the play. Attach the universal weapon that Ronan the Accuser. Attach Power Stone the first player. Okay, good. Starts off with 2. Got that. We gotta cut the power. All right, cool. Cool. I accept bets in crypto, USD, Euro, and Yen. That's fine too. This is the water and this is the well. Drink full and descend the horse of... What are you saying, Josh? Also, are we gonna say Bitcoin hits 100K? Daddy needs a new pair of shoes, so be nice if it could. Okay. All right, you all got what, another 45 seconds? Then we'll get going. Okay. All right. Stalwart. Doesn't matter. We're not gonna confuse them anyway. Getting to piercing, that's fine. All right, I think this will be good. It'll be good. Novels, I know. She only wants beer on Fridays. So, here we are. I think she's ready to be back on stream soon. All right. I think you all predicted that I would win, so thank you. All right, 2, 4, 6. Let's see how this goes. All right, test the defense. Have to play an attack event. Place 1 test count, maybe. Slice and dice, no. Oh wait, slice and dice, no. Full body charge, no. I don't think lunging strike makes sense either. But I'm not 100% sure. Maybe it does. Jubilee, no, probably not yet. And first aid, maybe. Because we're probably going to do damage. We might as well heal up. So let's dump 3 cards. 1, 2. And then slice and dice. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. I think this works out fine. All right. So, did Wolverine's claws. That's fine. Let's flip up. So first thing we'll do is let's use the double. No, let's use slice and dice to play test the defense. So after playing an attack event, place 1 test counter here. If there's 5 more counters here, or if there's 5 counters here, discard this card or deal 5 damage to an enemy. So we're going to use Wolverine's Claws to play Lunging Strike for free. So that's going to be, we get 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. And then we deal 8 damage and it gains piercing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Pierce through is tough. Deals 8 damage. That should be down to 10. All right, cool. We'll use the double to play martial prowess for attack events in the future. And what do I got? 7 life left. So we might as well use first aid. So we'll use first aid. Oh, we did put a test count on here. The heal 2. What do I got? 3 attack right now. No, we'll just thwart 2 if I've cut the power. Make sure you keep that down. You all weirdos. I just don't know Twin Peaks as well. All right, let's ready up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Triage, Forge, First Aid, X-Jet, and Logan's Cabin. All right, so no attack events, but we will probably use Triage to heal. And maybe X-Jet as well. If we use these 3, put X-Jet in, we'll see. We'll see. All right, so this is going to go up by 2. Ronan's going to be attacking and gets 2 cards, right? So he's attacking for 4. We're going to defend this. So we're defending 4 against the 2. So, 2. Wait, why is there 3? 2 cards. So it's going to be 4, 5, given 1 of additional boost card. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 6, 7. So we take 5 damage. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then he gets the Power Stone, right? Because he dealt a bunch of damage. And then we get 2 back cards. It's really any attacks no fewer than 3. I mean, he did. Multitasking right now, playing Star Wars Duel with my son while watching D20. That's awesome. Cree Private, Quick Strike. They attacked me for 1. Take the 1. Oh, my camera is not focusing. Hold on, wait. Give me 1 second, chat. Initializing video engine. I'll remember to do this one day. There we go. All right, so Cree Private's in play. Got attacked by 1. And Special Delivery. You may exhaust the Milano, so that's what we'll do. Get rid of this. Quick ad to convince me not to play Guardians Most Wanted. All right, so what we're gonna do? First, we got to heal 2 damage. Back up to 5. X-Jet would be nice, but I don't think that's gonna work out, unfortunately. So let's dump 2 cards to play Triage. After you just play, heal an X-Men character by 2. 1, 2. We'll throw away the X-Jet to play First Aid to heal myself too. Triage is going to thwart 1 off of here. And get rid of Cut the Power. Because we're going to have to get that down. Okay. And then we'll ready up. Triage can take the big hit. Everything else will be fine, I think. Gets 2. I know, right? 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, Berserker Barrage, double. I get better. Mario, Track by Scent. All right, Track by Scent's huge. Because we can use this to draw more cards with our double. Berserker Barrage we might be playing. To figure that out. All right, we'll figure that out a little bit. All right, this goes up 2 more. So Ronan is going to attack. He only gets 1 additional card because he has the Power Stone. Triage is going to take this hit to the face. So it's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage to Triage. Triage does not make it. Cree Private does 1 damage to me. That's fine. Then we get 2 bad cards. First one is Blindside. When reveal Exhausted Milano is what we're going to do. Hopefully this is not terrible. Cree Psychology. Give Ronan the Accuser a tough status. And then this surges. So that stinks. If he already has one, he doesn't. So it surges. Okay. So exhaust Logan or you are stunned and confused. I don't have the clear stunned and confused card. Son of a gun. All right, we have to exhaust Logan. Remove this from the game. All right, so remove that from the game. Okay. All right, so I was hoping to do track by scent to remove off of here and exhaust, but that's not going to work. So let's flip up. Let's use a double to play Morrow. If you have the X-Men trait, after it enters play, deals 2 damage to an enemy. 2 there. Okay, so then what we can do is let's use Martial Prowess and I Got Better to play Berserker Barrage. Deal 4 damage to enemy. We'll do it to Kree Private, knock out Kree Private. I don't want to repeat it. There's no reason to take 2 damage to repeat it. This makes sense too. Let's use Morrow. Be 5, 6, 7. Ugh. That's gonna pop. Because we couldn't exhaust. Actually, wait. Let's back this up again. Hold on. How did I play Berserker Barrage? Let's actually not do that. Really quick. So Morrow went to play with a double. And I used I Got Better in this. So let's keep this in with 2. Right, that's what he had. Alright, so he had 2 damage. What did he have 2 damage from? Oh, Morrow when he came into play. Alright, let's back that up. Let's do this differently because we're gonna have to do track by scent. So let's throw away 2 cards to play track by scent to remove 3 off of here. 2, 3. And then we'll have Morrow deal 2 damage here. And ready up. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Regenerative Health. Colossus, which is nice. There's our Frenzy card, which might be good. But Colossus I like, or at least for a block for a round. Alright, so this goes up by 2. It's up to 5 total. Ronan's going to attack. Morrow's going to take the hit. So there's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gets rid of Shadow of the Past, which is nice. Take 1 damage from Kree Private. 2 backwards. First one is Kree Command gets a patrol. So we cannot thwart the main scheme. And this, oh my god, pincer maneuver. Okay, so that comes in with 5 total. I really need some thwarting cards. Like a lot. Like a lot. Alright, this actually is okay. We can still remove off the main scheme by exhausting Milano, because you can exhaust or remove 3 threat, and this just states that you cannot thwart the main scheme, which is not what we're doing. Alright. And oh my god, okay. So let's do a double and regenerative healing to play Colossus. He's 1 cheaper because we're an X-Men trait. Comes in with tough. Thought Ronan came into play with pincer maneuver, or is that just campaign? Just campaign, I guess. Because this is cut the power he comes in with. If they realize how ridiculous, I know, right? Alright, Berserker Frenzy would be nice, but oh wait, we have to heal too. Because we started on the hero side. My bad. Berserker Frenzy would be nice, but we do need to exhaust Milan to remove 3 threats off of there. And you know, we'll just use first aid to heal back to full life. We will deal 2 damage to Kree Private and knock him out. Then we'll ready up. It's all good. All right, we need our attack cards, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'd be really nice. Berserker Barrage. Okay, that at least helps, I guess, a bit. Man, I feel like we're getting like none of our attack cards. We got one full body charge, which would be nice to have, right? Oh well. All right, so this goes up by 2, 3, 4 total. So 2, 3, 4. Ronan's going to attack. Colossus is going to take the hit. It's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6 damage into his tough. 2 from him, which is fine. We get 2 back cards. Oh my god. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. The villain attacks you. Unfortunately, we have to take this hit. So it's gonna be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. Ouch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Almost at peak Ronan. It's great. All right, we get to heal too. Phenomenal. This isn't his final form. I know, right? So he got 10 life. Stick. All right. Lowering this doesn't even make sense. Because it's gonna pop. We can exhaust him allowance to at least remove 3 threat and remove 1 of these and just let it go to the next main scheme. Which I think is the better plan for right now. And Shadowcat, yes. Okay, what we'll do is we'll Milano remove 3 off of here. We're going to do a double. And Sunfire to play Shadowcat. Shadowcat. After you play Shadowcat from hand, choose a side scheme and play. That scheme loses. Alright, so they will lose their 2 things for right now. I will then thwart with Shadowcat the 2 off of here. Gets rid of Pincer Maneuver. Regenerative healing is probably what we have to do. Yeah. Throwaway card to play regenerative healing. Heal 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I will then... Well, we could clear 2 off. No, wait, because we have patrol. We can't thwart. So we'll do 2 damage onto him. And then we will ready up. Okay. Get our 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Be good cards. Full body charge. Lunging strike. Okay. Okay. So this is going to pop. And that's fine. This goes away. Attach the Power Stone, run an Accuser. If we're already given 1 face down boost card. Alright, so we get the boost card. This comes in with 1 up to 10. While the Power Stone is attached to Ronan the Accuser, threat cannot be removed from this scheme. So we have to punch him in the face. Alright, he is going to attack for a lot. Colossus is going to take this hit. So it's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it gains overkill. So we take 5 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Son of a gun. Alright, we need to block against Kree Commando. So no damage is done to us. Oof. 2 cards. First one is Exhaust the Milano. Fortunately, we have to do that. Next one is Ronan the Accuser attacks the player who controls the Power Stone. If no attack was made that way, they gain Surge. Quick strike, 1 damage. Okay, cool. So we have 1 life. Now we are going to heal 2. Expert 2, and they must face. I know, right? Okay. Problem is we can't do lunging strike, which is a shame. Actually, we could. We might just have to reset this. This is going so poorly. Also, this goes off now. Utopia would have been nicer to have a lot earlier. I think we have to restart it. We're just fighting a battle that I don't think we can win. I'm gonna reset it. It's just all of our attack is on the bottom. All the cards we needed like early on are on the bottom. It's like exactly the exact opposite of what we need right now. Thank you. Got 5 grand? You just lost it. It's not gonna work. I might have to get rid of Universal Weapon in the beginning too. We need to cut the power. This is Ronan Expert. Ah, chat. So poorly. Okay. Did not win. You can predict again. Hey, Sean, how's it going? All right, complete command ship. We got all that. Okay, so we're good there now. We're good there. Let's give this the old college try again. I think what we're gonna do. 4, 5, 6, 7. What have you done with the real D20? I think what we're gonna do is I think get rid of Universal Weapon right away. We literally just start with a bad opening hand. Not even bad opening hand. First 2 rounds are bad. No, we're not adding anything. Hey, Link, how's it going? Dig hard for Sunfire? I don't think we need Sunfire. I don't think Sunfire matters for this, right? Because Sunfire essentially with hero action, hero response. Oh, with you're right. After playing from your hand, spend it. Okay, I get what you're saying now. You're right. That does help. And then we wouldn't have to deal 2 damage and get it indirect. Yeah. Claw in order? Maybe. Here's my Hulk strategy. All right. Prediction. Oh, your prediction's almost done. I think I also messed up in the beginning. The Power Stone gave me +1 threat removal. I don't think I gave myself that the first time. It's fine. It's a warm-up game. All right, cool. Let's go. 2, 4, 6. All right, skeleton, huge. Ooh, wait. X is also huge. Slice and dice we don't need. Hold on. Let me think about this now. Skeleton is massive. Because then we gain piercing that we deal with all of his stuff. I think I would rather have Forge than X right now. And we'll throw away those 3. Just because it's probably expensive. When is Magneto coming in? I'm hoping at the end of this week, but I have no idea. Alright, let's do 2, 3. Alright, track by scent is actually really good right now. Okay, this is actually pretty decent opening. So, oops. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Has anyone figured out the one deck? I think there are several options for the one deck. People have kind of figured out the one deck. Alright, so first let's do double to play track by scent. Remove 3 threat from a scheme. We'll remove it from this one. Max out this card. If it's the last one, we get to draw 2 cards. Berserker Barrage and Honorary X-Men. Okay. Let's use that Power in All of Us double to play Forge. After end of play, look for an X-Men support or X-Force support. And we'll get Utopia. But Saturday got delayed until next week sometime. Ugh. I looked it on Amazon really fast. It's like delayed forever on Amazon. Sad. Let's dump 2 cards to play the skeleton. We get 4 hit points. 4. And we gain +1 attack. And we get piercing. I also think we're going to throw away First Aid and exhaust the Milano to play Utopia. Okay. So then we will do... We'll take 2 damage. 1, 2. Deal yourself 1 face down and counter card and shuffle this back in the deck. Hopefully we don't see that card ever again. Would be ideal. Okay. So now we're going to attack for 2, 3, 4 and pierce through the tough. 2, 3, 4. Forge will deal 1 damage. So he's down to 13 life. All right, and then we will ready up. And we have 12 life out of our 14, so that's good. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Gen of Healing, Morrow, test defense. Mansion might be nice. But Colossus will allow us to ready up, which is really good. Plus gives us a block for a round, so I think we actually do that. Because we only do the option if we have gray cards. Yeah, I think that's what we do. Alright, so wait. We would do 3 cards, Colossus. We have 1 card to cancel out. Okay. Alright, so 2 here. Now, Ronan the Accuser is going to get piercing overkill for his next card. I know, right? Forge is going to block this. So he's attacking for 3 plus 2 boost cards because he doesn't have the Power Stone. So it's going to be deals 3 more damage to attach character with a single attack. All right. So it's going to be 3, 4, 5. Attack gains piercing. That's fine. Forge is knocked out. All right. So he did not deal 3 or more damage to attach character, right? Well, no, he doesn't deal damage to me, right? No, he did deal damage to me. Does he deal damage to me then? Is Ronan's final form? No, we just started. All right. So normal bad card and then 1 extra bad card. My ally blocking it, does he still get the Power Stone or no? I can never remember because of the whole deal and take thing. Isn't it just deal damage? Yeah, it's deal damage to attack character. But did he deal damage to me? He dealt to your ally, not you. All right. Appreciate it, other guy. Because I know if you block it and you only take 1 damage, but he dealt 3, like it still counts. I know that works that way, but I always forget with the ally. All right, know your ally. Okay, cool. All right. First bad card is Superior tactics. We're going to reveal attach the Power Stone to Ronan. Naturally. The Power Stone cannot be unattached from him. Alright, so it gives him 2 threat. That's fine. Reduces dealt damage so you can get it. No, I'm pretty sure even if it's dealt damage and you defend it, it doesn't matter. I'd have thought he still dealt 3 damage to the ally. They just didn't take 3. No, like if he... Okay, so... If he still does 5 damage and I defend... No, if he does 4 damage and I defend 2... I think he still dealt 4 damage. I just didn't take 4 damage. No, actually, no, you're right. I think basic defense does count. I think it's like if he did backflip, he still deals the damage, right? I don't know. It's a very confusing card. I don't like it. Alright, so that was the first one. Superior Tactics. Which reduces Taken. Yeah, but Taken doesn't matter. Right? So Taken does not matter for Power Stone. It's just how much damage was dealt, not how much damage was taken. Reduces damage, but otherwise I think your ally was dealt 3 damage. Yeah, so Taken doesn't matter for Power Stone. Okay. Right, the ally took it, but it just says for the card, attach Power Stone to attach character. So, the villain attacks you. There's a shocker. All right, so he's attacking for... I'm just going to take the hit. So it's going to be 3, 4. Only gets 1 thing because he gets the Power Stone. 5 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, next one is... All right, the villain each minute engage attacks you. Okay, so we're going to exhaust the Milano and spend a resource. In doing so, we cancel its 1 revealed effects. So don't have to worry about that. Okay, cool. Now, we heal up 2. Had the Power Stone, I know, right? That'd be sweet, though. All right, so let's... Thwart 2 off of Superior Tactics and get rid of it. Power Stone cannot be unattached from Ronan. Now it can be. We're going to spend 3 cards. Reduce the cost if you're an X-Men. So Colossus comes in with Tough. Now after he comes in, after an X-Men ally enters play, ready an X-Men character. So we'll ready up Wolverine. Then we still have 3 attack. So we'll deal 3 damage to Ronan. 1, 2, 3. And then we get the Power Stone because we dealt 3 damage. That's still good. I forget what the intention was. I know, right? So blurry. Oops, sorry. Thank you. All right, so I think we're good. Let's ready up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. All right. Berserker Frenzy, full body charge, X-Jet, which could be really good. We might do that. We might do an X-Jet with a first aid. All right. This goes up by 2. Now, Ronan's going to attack Colossus with 2 boost cards. So it's going to be 3, 4, 5, and it gains Piercing. Colossus dead. Sad. All right, 2 bad cards. First bad card is... Nope. Big old nope. Nope. Canceling that with the Milano. Let's do... Let's get rid of X-Jet. So spend 1 resource, exhaust the Milano, cancel it. Don't be somehow a second Shadow of the Past. Kree Lieutenant, Guard and Stalwart. This character... Alright, so Guard. Guard. So he's got Guard. We have to kill that Kree Lieutenant. Yeah, Stalwart. Stalwart doesn't matter. We don't have to worry about that. Alright. So we start now. Heal 2. Give a second. I know, right? Alright, so we heal 2. I think we're actually going to thwart the 3 off of here. What does he have? 11 life? I think we actually full body charge this. So we're going to full body charge, dealing 4 damage to ourselves. 1, 2, 3, 4. Deal 8 damage to Kree Lieutenant, knock him out. We don't get overkill because we're not less than half our hit points. We're not below 5. Usually by now my game is over. It does both. Yeah, it does do both. It does. But we weren't worrying about stalwart because I wasn't going to stun or confuse him anyway. But yes, you're 100% right. He would. We're going to throw away a card to play first aid, heal 2. I'm going to thwart 3 off of here. 2, 3. 7 is half of 14. Yes, but it's based off of your starting hit points. If your remaining hit points is less than your... I'm sorry. If your hero's remaining hit points are less than half your hero's starting hit points, so that'd be less than 5. I wish it went that way, but it doesn't. All right. A part of me wants to flip down. Day my eyesight bet. No, you're good. A lot of people, because when I first read that card too, I thought it worked that way. But yeah. All right, so he's gonna be attacking for a lot. We have no defender anymore, and we have 9 life. 3, 4, 5. So we could defend, or we could flip down. If we flip down, he's probably gonna pop to the next thing, and I don't know if that's the worst thing in the world. Or defend 3. Nine life. How many of those first aid cards have we had? Regenerative healing 1. We've only had 1. I think there's 2 of them in the deck. There is. And then first aid we have 1, 2. All of our first aid, so we're waiting on 1 regenerative healing, which is a lot. Thortan's looking good, thanks. Also, welcome Perry, hopefully doing well. Oh, chat. I don't know. No, let's flip down. Ready up. Berserker Frenzy. How do we feel about this? I think we keep it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Don't think, just win. I like it. You can only attack up to 5 times. That's true. 2 goes on here. He's going to scheme for 2, 3, 4, 5. Oof. All right. So this pops. Attach the Power Stone to him. And this flips over. This is at 1. Threshold of 10 is much easier. All right. 2 bad cards now. First bad card is Scree Private. Quick Strike. We're not in hero form, so he doesn't attack us. So that's fine. Next one is Single-Minded Fury. One reveal Ronan Kaiser attacks the player who controls the Power Stone. He has it. So it gains Surge. Oh, activates against you. Oh, shoot. It was supposed to be for scheme. Well, we're already too far. I messed up slightly on that, but that's all right. It would have just been like 1 more, but it already popped over, so it doesn't really make too much of a difference, except all my cards are 1 off now, but that's all right. Okay, Fanaticism. Cool. Oh, where's my Ronan tokens? All right. Fury counters and surges. Patrol. Okay. Okay. Overkill and piercing. Deal with that later. All right, so what's he at? 10 life? What do you have? 9 life? Hero action, hero response. They're both forced or interruption responses. Okay. 10 life. It has Ronan counters, of course. It has a little Ronan on it. And then it also says, "What are you doing?" All right. So let's. I was gonna heal. We ain't gonna do that anymore. We're past healing time. We're on murder time now. He's got 10 life. Okay. I'm going to flip up. I have 3 life, right? Or 3 damage. So I'm going to deal 3 damage to the creep rabbit. Okay. We're going to use a gray double to put in triage. When she enters play, heal 2. 1, 2. Utopia readies this up. Okay. I am now going to get rid of, I know, right? Use a double to place Sunfire. We'll use her claws, take 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. To play lunging strike, deal 8 damage. So that's 2 here, so that's 7 onto Ronan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Gets rid of the creep private. Okay. Three, 4, 5, 6. We can take out the Kree Commando. Would probably make the most sense because he's just gonna get the Power Stone back. And I think I'd rather have him have the stone. So I'm gonna deal 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. And take out Kree Commando. Gets rid of the patrol. Doesn't really matter though, because when the Power Stone is attached to Ronan, can't remove stuff. We have to worry about this. Okay. We'll figure that out in a little bit. We're probably gonna have to defend. Alright. Let's ready up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't you have the Power Stone now? No. Cause oh yeah, I guess we do. Yeah, I guess we do. Shoot, I didn't actually want that. Because of the overkill, right? Yeah, yeah. Okay, that's fine. Alright, we got regenerative healing. Massive. Track by sense, nice. Another lunging strike. Do we actually just go for the win? I say. Alright, he's gonna hit for a lot. Alright, let's think about this for a second. So there's 2. Wouldn't count to doing an attack against him. Oh, okay. That's fine. That works out fine. I prefer that. Alright, so he's gonna deal 5 damage. Let's think about this for a second. So his attacks gain overkill and piercing. I don't care about the piercing right now, but obviously the overkill matters. So if we have triage take it, basically we're going to hit for at least 4 and whatever our bad card is. So 4, 5, 6, 7. The possibility of 7, right? Or if we defend, we basically get hit for 3, which up to 6 possibly. So we're taking 1 more damage by triage taking the hit. And we're taking 1 additional damage by triage taking the hit, essentially. Alright, let me think about this. I think that's okay for now. What's he got? 3 life left? Yeah, I think this is okay. So triage is going to take the hit. It's going to be overkill. 3, 4, 5. Be low. 5, 6, 7. Okay. Absorbers are 1. We get hit by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down to 2 life. 2 bad cards. We can still cancel 1 of them out, right? We gotta get regenerative healing. So we can use these two to track by scent, regenerative healing. Okay, hopefully this works out. All right. Of course he gets his hammer back. Okay, that's fine. It's fine, whatever. Caught off guard. Discard and upgrade or support you control. Well, that stinks a lot. So we have to discard Utopia is our only option. We can't get rid of our skeleton because we would just die. All right, so it's our turn. 1, 2. And we didn't really want to cancel that out because we need to use cards and such. All right, we want to do track by scent. So let's do the Milano and Logan's cabin. To remove 3 threat. Oh, wait, we can't. We can't. Well, the Power Stone is attached to Ronan. The accuser threat cannot be removed from this scheme. So what we have to do first is deal the damage. Right? Yeah, deal damage. Pop him to the next side. And that gives us the Power Stone. And that's what we have to do. Can't get rid of our skeleton. Alright, so let's deal the 3 damage to Ronan the Accuser. 1, 2, 3. Knocks him into next Ronan the Accuser. Okay. Oh my god, that's right. He has Retaliate. So, comes in with toughness. Retaliate. When revealed, search the encounter deck and discard pile for superior tactics. And reveal it. When reveal it, attach him. If he's already attached to him, place 1 additional threat here, so that's up to 3. So 2, 3. And he gets 25 life. Does he retaliate there? No. No, this was the whole Thanos ruling. This is my whole argument against it, that I didn't attack somebody to retaliate, so thus he shouldn't retaliate. And then they changed their ruling because we know the rules. They changed it back to retaliate now? Nope. When did they change it back? Send me the link that they did that. Because then a lot of things don't work correctly anymore. And I will message them again about it. Because then they need to fix a lot of issues in the game. Alright, so alright, so that was that. He's on next stage. I don't even know if that was the right move or not. It's with Venom, and it's about 2 weeks ago or so. If anyone can find it, let me know. Official ruling, I go in every time it makes my brains hurt. You briefly got the Power Stone back from... no. Wait, did I get it back? Oh, wait, I gotta think for a second. Oh yeah, because we did enough damage, right? So I got it back, yes. So that's that, and that goes there. Okay. Stage defeat gives defeat credit, but you can still attack the enemy, so it counts for retaliate and venom response. Basically, they said stage defeat gives defeat credit, but you still attack. Well, again, that goes against their 1.6 rulings then. You keep going back and forth on it? No, I'm not doing it. It makes no logical sense, and I'm done with that. Retaliate should work because, again, retaliate only works when I attack that person. I didn't attack somebody with retaliate. I still think that's a terrible ruling. So yeah. Anyway, not doing it. Let's do... Alright, I can't remove off of there. 1.6 ruling, you get retaliated? No, you don't in the 1.6 ruling. Oh, 1.7. Oh, I get what you're saying. Alright, so I want to do track by sense. We'll use the Milano and throw away Logan's cabin. So now we'll remove threat off of here. So we can draw 2 cards. Don't be attack cards. Endurance. Okay. Interesting. What's he got? 25 life? I got 4 life? Oh, goodness. Okay. I can't play I Got Better. So we're going to throw away I Got Better to play Regenerative Healing and heal 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Even though Ronan had that much hit points on his 3rd stage. I know, right? I'm going to be honest, I kind of forgot too. We're going to throw away full body charge to play Endurance, so we get 3 more life. 1, 2, 3. Alright, let's deal the 3 damage to ourselves. 1, 2, 3. Pierce through is tough. Deal 8 damage to him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's 17? Yeah. And then we get Retaliate 1. Right? Down to 7. That's fine. Oh, we did this. So this comes to us. I don't know. I got 7 life. He can scheme for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, Sunfire deal 2 damage. 1, 2. Knocked out Sunfire. And then we'll ready up. Pray, Rocky, pray. 2, 3, 4. Alright, Shadowcat, Jubilee, Slice and Dice, Berserker Barrage. Josh, can you send the link to it? I just want to read it really fast. Alright. 2 goes here. Okay, so we're going to defend. He loses a Fanaticism counter. He's going to get 2 boost cards. It's going to be 4, 5, 6. So down to 4. Oh, God. So wait, basically cancels that out. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We lost. Oh, my gosh. Ugh, that's so frustrating. I did not win. Prediction completed. Oh my God, they did switch it back. What the heck? All right. We will deal with this in a second. I can't believe we're losing that much. Because of this calm lobby music. Put universal weapon in discard and stun lock him to death? Yeah. Stun locking him works well. The problem is Fanaticism with the guaranteed overkill is just too much. Oh, that goes, I'm going to go to the bathroom again. Did we win? Oh, we did. Good job, chat. All right, so what we got going on here? They say the villain is still defeated, but they retaliate is dumb. Ba, 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 ba. I think it was villain defeat. Maybe. Oh, what did they change? What was the ruling exactly? I need to watch my own video now. Does anyone remember what the ruling is they changed? They added that you defeat crit. I was just looking for the red. Why is it not there? Why is it not there? Hold on. Where is a D20 video? We're working. Retaliate. Hit me with a really big attack where I had tough that would have like knocked out my character, and I went on I think to win the game. I don't even know if I won the game or not. Anyway, someone I trust a lot on the first stage of a villain with Retaliate using attack does the Retaliate trigger. From the stage is changed from rules will be updated, and they have said in their live stream they're updating the rules in 2 weeks from whenever this video is getting published, roughly 2 weeks. It is not defeated after it will add it is not defeated after being attacked, and defeat is applied to each stage villain's hit points, so heroes so hero doesn't have to take retaliate damage in this situation. I hope you guys don't be confused about this topic. D20 watching D20 exactly. One thing about this, one final thing about quiet D20 mind going forward sincerely. All right, so update will add is not defeated after being attacked. Is there something with being attacked? It says with a grain of salt D20. Hold on. D20 while review games by D20. Attack enemy activation. Oh, I thought I did another video, but I remember thinking I wouldn't want to do another video because people were getting upset about all these videos with it. And now I could use my last video where they actually put it in. 3D20. All right, hold on. I have a trigger specifically when the character. Is this my only video of it? Yeah, this was my last video of it. Hit me with a right. Oh, Retaliate? Is that what I'm looking for? Oh, wait, here. Here it is. We finally figured it out. Page 9. Thank you, Josh. The Retaliate X keyword if the attack character was not defeated, right? And they are defeated. There we go. Are you talking about? Yes. So, all right. So, if you attack and defeat a stage that has Retaliate. Okay. So, question about how Retaliate works against villain stages. 1. If you attack and defeat a villain, or defeat a stage of a villain that has Retaliate, does the next stage retaliate if it also has it? The attack finishes resolving Retaliate keyword if the attack character was not defeated. If you attack and defeat a stage or a villain with instance of damage from multiple instances attack. Alright, if so, okay. Yes, the new stage is considered the same character enemy, so it has the Retaliate in the window after attack. It deals damage to the attacker. They don't read their own rules. This is so frustrating. So saying now that the stage is not the villain, a separate thing, which is weird. It literally, so they literally just put this in their they just put this in the 1.6 rules, right? So, all right, we can back up on this. So this whole section is the attack, enemy activation, and all that fun stuff. So the attack finish is resolving. So this is the resolving of the attack, page 9. The following type of things. The first thing it says is the retaliate keyword would resolve. Parentheses, if the attack character was not defeated, right? And defeat gotta actually find it now. If a character has 0 or fewer remaining hit points, or if a side scheme has no threat on it. If an ally in your side scheme is defeated, if the identity or stage of the villain is defeated, it is removed from the game. It is a defeat. Again, defeated. Because we defeated it. Its remaining hit points went down to 0. The character was not defeated. It was defeated. This drives me up a wall. They cannot do this. They cannot read their own rulebook. They need to make a rulebook like Wikipedia so that the community can make sensible changes. This was because they had backlash on the Thanos ruling too. With you now, it's like we went through this 6 months ago, dude. Exactly. Now they were walking back and making it complicated again. It just makes no logical sense. This wording, this whole. Each stage of the villain is considered the same character enemy, assuming each stage is like you can defeat a villain stage and are considered to have defeated an enemy for the purpose of the ability with that triggering condition, but the enemy is still considered the same character and is retaliate. Again, that literally goes against 5A. If the attack character was not defeated, they were defeated. You could defeat a villain, but they're not defeated. You're right. It's walking it back. This makes no freaking sense. It drives me up a wall. Oh my god, I thought we were done with this. And this is why I hate Hollow Heroes rulings. I hate them. Did anybody follow up on this? Or is it too new? It's too new. Okay. Then you get Retaliate if you dealt an instance of damage, defeats the villain, and then deal another instance of the same attack. Yeah, I get that, right? So like if I defeat a villain and then like my next part of my attack attacks them again, basically as instance attack, yeah. Makes sense. Or if you deal an instance of damage, you get retaliated, then hit. That all makes sense to me, but look about the one in Venom in the Bell Tower. Where do I have to look? Oh, here we go. I got a couple of interesting questions for you. Suppose that when I'm attacking Venom with Heroic Strike. What's that? The 6 damage? And choose to deal with the damage about that. Then I know Venom isn't attacked because I didn't damage him. So, is Venom even being attacked? In particular, do I trigger his Retaliate? Secondly, I suppose I defeat stage 2 of Venom with Heroic Strike, paying the fist resource. Can I stun stage 3? Is that still that enemy? If I stun stage 3, do I take Retaliate? That doesn't matter, right? If you stun them. If I don't pay with the fist resource, so it doesn't affect stage 3, do I trigger the stage 3 response? Excuse me. We gotta look this up. Do you know if you have Magneto on the way? I do. I don't know. I think he's on the way. What's stage 3? Retaliate, steady, toughness. What is Venom Tower? Bell Tower say? When any amount of damage would be dealt to Venom by an attack, you may place it. Okay. Yes, even if the damage from Heroic Strike is redirected to the Bell Tower, Venom is still the initial valid target of the attack labeled ability, so he was still attacked and his Retaliate would trigger. Where's Retaliate? QRS. T. My God. Does it's one of those that does damage, and then if you do physical, you can use stun the enemy. All these questions would be answered if the Retaliate ruling just applied in the current village stage, not the next. Bell Tower ruling makes sense. You attack Venom, you just damage the Bell Tower. Are we gonna try one more? I'm not sure yet. Granted, I don't think I've ever done Expert Venom, so I've had yeah. Some of these rulings feels like Alex just trying to make answers out quickly and stumbling on things. The thing is, like, when any amount of damage would be dealt to Venom by an attack. Yeah, that I don't disagree with that. That you would be retaliated. Because you're still you're not attacking the Bell Tower, you're attacking Venom. And they survive the attack. Like, I still, that makes sense to me. That's fine. Not even taking damage. So yeah, that's fine. I hate it, but it's fine. You're issuing an updated ruling regarding Heroic Strike's ability to stun here. Since Venom is the initial valid target of Heroic Strike, meaning he was able to be dealt damage and therefore a valid target. Heroic Strike, when it's played, he is still that enemy targeted by Heroic Strike and can still be stunned by Heroic Strike even when the damage from Heroic... What? Retaliate rulings and Shadows of the Past? I know. If you pay for this card, stun the enemy. No, I disagree with that. Deal 6 damage to an enemy. If you pay for that card, well, maybe. Actually, that might not be bad. That might be fine. That's a weird one. Defeats Venom 2, you can still stun Venom 3. My God. Yeah, the Bell Tower one is fine. I hate it, but it's fine. This drives me up a wall. This is ridiculous. Look at that. Oh, I forgot. That is a thing that we have to look up. Alteration effect or target. In the rules, if the first part fizzles, you can't trigger the second. Alright, so if an ability or game function requires one or more targets, that ability or game function can only be initiated if it has at least one valid target. For example, deal 5 damage to a minion cannot be initiated if there are no minions in play. Well, so this is my... Actually, well... The question is, are you still dealing damage? Venom's not taking damage, but you're still dealing 6 damage to an enemy, right? I don't like this Retaliate one because we had a nice clean way of handling stage changes. Now it's mulligan. It's ridiculous. Retaliate carries over from the stage and status effects. Dude, everything should carry over then. Causes the damage to be dealt to Venom, so there is no target for that. Because the bell tower causes damage to never be dealt. That's true, it would be dealt. I think it's time to start writing some emails, boys. In my private games, I've stopped using Hall of Heroes rulings altogether. I just use most recent. I've actually taken that approach now. Oops. It's popped. I've actually started taking that approach now. I used to try to stay up to date on all the Hall of Heroes rulings, and it just you can't anymore, in my opinion. Like it's too much. It's ridiculous. Write the D20 book of rules. It's just the rule book. I just write the rule book. So if the villain stage 2 or 3 and Black Panther have 1 hit points and the villain goes for a kill shot, does Black Panther win? No, because you didn't survive the attack to retaliate. If I wasn't a content creator, I would never pay attention to anything that isn't directly in the rules reference. I agree. All right, chat. Oops. I gotta figure out what the rules are. Retaliate. Shoot, what's the email address to send them stuff? Answer by managed. But do you know if your Magneto Magic? I have not had. If not, I have an extra I might be able to send to you. No, I think it's on its way, so you don't have to worry about that. I appreciate that, dude. Though. Hold on, does anyone remember what the email is? It's a Fantasy Flight Games. Rules question. I know what it is when they start answering back and forth to me, but I know it's not the proper way to do it. Is that Venom is still a valid target for attack, so that would allow the stun regardless of the bell tower is triggered. The rules are bad. Dude, they're so bad. This is so ridiculous. I can't even express how angry I am about this. Rules questions. Okay, so here we go. All right. Chat. I'm just saying, if you would like to ask them questions, that is the place in which to do it. I have questions. I saw on your November 19th ruling number 36 that it states if a villain with Retaliate is defeated and a new villain comes in with Retaliate, also get retaliated. I am confused by this since the rules specifically state on page 9 So, let's see, page 9 under 5A, that if the attacked character was not defeated, they would retaliate. They were defeated. When did we last do this? On here. Okay. Can we do latest rulings? You also wrote to me personally stating that the rules were changing with Retaliate. As with Retaliate, when asking about Thanos and him retaliating you, you stated there we go. Just looking for some clarification on this. Thank you, Jason. God, makes me so angry. Just had a unified rulebook. Everything was fine. Send message. Okay. So, anyway, sorry to take time out of the stream to do that, but if you ever have rules questions like this stuff, like you need to email them as much as possible. Okay. I started playing Sentinels Definitive Edition. It's nice to be able to play a game that have all these convoluted rules. This is so the other guy. This is how I feel about Ashes Reborn. Right, the rules are so straightforward. They're not convoluted. It's really fantastic. Tell them the last one was much better, and they should face the past. Ronan's still broken. Water's still wet. Relaxing floor trip to frustrating MC stream. Yeah. Is Hall of Heroes done by Fantasy Flight? It is third party, but Alex is the official rules person. So Hall of Heroes, just like if I get an email from Alex, the rule person from Fantasy Flight Games, I forward it to Hall of Heroes and then they post the rules. So it is third party, but the responses from Alex are official, technically official responses. It's being complicated is partly a symptom of needing the villain to function entirely on its own. And it's just that because of bad wording. I just thought the status effects didn't carry over. Yeah, I guess I do. I'll be honest, I'm so frustrated I can't even think about it right now. It's just when was that video I made about the Thanos ruling? 4 months. 4 months. We couldn't even keep a consistent ruling for 4 months.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Have any idea? Yeah, so most of the time when you reference these different rules and stuff like that, they understand that's from this. So, but yeah, they know. They know. I probably should have worded it better, but I don't even care. I'm so angry with it. So angry. We're going to have to make a video on this tonight. Wasn't even planning to. But now it's going to happen. Now it's going to happen. So, that's... drives me up a wall. Alright. See the back and forth of the Angel adaptive plumage rulings? No. That Marvel Champions is dead. I missed what caused this rules discussion. I was watching Arcane. What happened? Basically, what happened was this question about how Retaliate works against villain stages. Basically, if they have a Retaliate on one stage and then it's Retaliate on the next stage, do they retaliate, right? So if you have an enemy, let's just say hypothetically with stage 1 Zola, let's take Zola. Zola is the best example. Stage 1 and stage 2. If you defeat stage 1, does stage 2 retaliate you? And this is my big argument that it doesn't. It doesn't make sense because you defeated the villain, right? Even though it says you didn't, you did. So they then changed the rules in 1.6 to After the attack finishes resolving, you do the following things. The retaliate keyword, if the attacked character was not defeated. And all defeated states is, hold on, that if an identity or stage of the villain is defeated, it is removed from the game, right? And that is when it is defeat, right? Defeat is when it is defeated. It has no more life on it. It was defeated. Going back to this one more time, just so that we can spell this out. If the attack character was not defeated, they were defeated, they had no hit points. Doesn't matter that a second one came in. That's not what it states. It just says it was defeated. If it was defeated, they are no longer retaliate. Really, 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 really easy. So now they're saying that the new villain stage is considered the same character enemy, so has the retaliate in the window after it's attacked. It deals damage to the attacker, which is the exact opposite. It's the exact opposite of what we spent all this time arguing about on this channel with the Thanos ruling. So the new stage, so reveals whatever. So this is the big thing. Each stage is considered the same character enemy, assuming each stage has the same title, which it usually does. You can defeat a villain stage and are considered to have defeated an enemy for the purpose of abilities that trigger the condition, but the enemy is still considered the same character and retaliate still, which does not matter because that's not what the rules state. It doesn't matter. It's defeated, as it states there, and down here. Again, I'm just going to drive this home a million times. If the identity or stage of the villain is defeated, it is removed from the game and it is considered defeat. It's as simple as that, right? This is all I pointed out to them in the rules with retaliate and defeat. That you could change all the rules around, but you have to change rules around. You can't just make this up. And no, they agree with me that that's how it should have been. And now it's away. And now it's away. So they have now reverted back to their old ruling for some reason. I'm going to assume it's because they worked off the old ruling for so long and Alex is doing this very quickly. But that's the only way I understand this, is that Alex is very quickly like doing this again from memory. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. Or they're changing it back again. Can you check retaliate again? They say character, but do they ever distinguish villain rules being different? In what way? So a character is anything, right? A character, all characters is your heroes, allies, villains, minions, or all characters. So all it states, let's go back to it. If the attack character was not defeated. The stage is defeated. That's not what it says though. Defeat. If the stage of the villain is defeated, it is removed from the game. So it is defeated. So Raymond, this is the whole thing that people argued against me on it on the stage of defeating. And hold on. Let me not try to dox myself on this. I asked Fantasy Flight Games this question. Hold on, wait. Let me just find it. If Thanos has 1 life left on stage 1 and I attack him to do 1 damage and he changes to stage 2 where he now gains his helmet, do I get hit with Retaliate? I would assume not, since Retaliate states that after you attack an enemy with Retaliate, you take a damage, but I didn't attack an enemy with Retaliate, he gained it later on, let me know, thanks. Their response: no, Retaliate does not trigger in that instance. Thanos stage 1 was the one that took damage and was defeated by it. Thanos stage 2 did not take damage and does not trigger Retaliate. That was their response to that question. They also responded to several different people that way. So again, they are stating that because of who took damage and who didn't take damage, that was their differentiation on it. Oh, and sorry, I also fell behind in chat. Stage 2 villain doesn't have Retaliate, but Stage 1 does. Then Retaliate leaves game and no Retaliate is triggered. Yeah, but Raymond, that's not what they said. Stage 2 does have Retaliate, but I don't get Retaliate. How is everyone supposed to look at the rulings all over the place? The game makes no sense. So yeah, you're not. These aren't official rulings. These are what people that are really into the game argue about. So like this is like I would never tell anyone look at Hall of Heroes and constantly try to keep up with the rules. Do it off of the rule book. That's the best way to do it. It isn't even him that has it. It's his helmet that comes into play. Must be watching a VOD from 5 months ago. Dude, don't get me started. Marvel's multiverse of rules. But the helmet that comes into play. Yes, but the helmet comes in and gives him Retaliate. God, we're getting crushed. Oh no, we're crushing. Never mind. I thought we were getting crushed for a second. Also, welcome, Darth. I don't think I said hi. What's this called? Stream Raiders. Team Joshua. Alright, I'm not gonna do any more of that tonight. I'm already tired and angry now. I'm looking at turning into the Incredible Hulk, dude, basically. How did Ronan go? I missed that. Terrible. Absolutely. The first one went really bad. The second one went mostly bad. I think I'm just, I don't know. I struggled hard with it. I feel like I can get it to work with Wolverine. It just, he's just a lot. Like $7,000 across bets. God, I'm still so angry with that ruling. About to see hold on, I need to put it back in the Discord. Well, I'm gonna have to play some Spirit Island. Good luck figuring out this ruling web of nightmares. I'm not listening to Hall of Heroes. I'm just not. Are you easily triggered because you're jealous that Nelson already has Magneto and you don't? No, I'm actually like I'm excited, I guess, for Magneto, but like I'm not like chomping at the bit. Like it's just like whenever it gets here, it gets here. I really wanted to figure out this Wolverine thing with Ronan, personally. But yeah. So after some quick research, should I get Asher's Core and Corpse of Veros? Is that the best way to start? So yes. So you need the core box, and you need is it Corpse of Veros? I always call it Red Rains, but I don't know if that's right. Oh yeah, it's the Corpse of Veros. Yeah, the Red Rains box. Yeah. So yeah. So Once you get those two things, you're set. Then all the other expansions after that are up to you if you want to get it or not. But yeah, you need those two in order to do it. Spirit Line is so hard. It is. It is, but it's a really rewarding game. It's really, really fun. Personally don't care about anything that isn't in the rules reference. I agree. D20 not playing that way? Dude, I'm not playing against their own rules. Beat my son in Star Wars Duel. Good, crush him. Magneto is awesome. I have not watched anything with it. Anything. I try to not watch anything because when I do like reveals for the Patreon and stuff and members, none of it's like spoiled. There's several red rains and a bunch of character packs, I guess. So what they have, hold on, we can look at this for a second. Can you? Okay. I don't know why Summoner Wars is here. So, okay. They have, yes, this Lord of Siege of Lord's Wall, for example. You don't need. So, you need this one, Ashes Reborn. And yes, you need Corpse of Heroes. Is the two things you need. You can tell it's slightly more money because it comes with like a cardboard box in it, or a cardboard mat and some extra dice and stuff that you need to play solo. So, past that, you don't need anything else. You could get these different heroes to play, which are pretty fun, and their starter decks are really good. This is like a deluxe box with some extra dice, which is really cool. You can get all these, whatever. You can get all these, it's fine. But yes, all you need for sure. And they used to sell it comboed together. But I guess they don't. This is the thing that comes in that makes it solo. This comes in this box. Take a break from Champions until Shield because I'm pretty bored with the current villain selection. Been playing a lot of Wingspan and it's pretty goated. I don't really care for Wingspan. I like it 2-player. I can't play it more than 2-player. How to make Cable good? I can't find a rhythm with him. Watch Web Warrior Fanatic. I do not agree with the takes of like he's this amazing hero. I cannot get him to work for the life of me. Just got Primal the Awakening. Looking forward to the days off to play it. I hear people really liking it. Like really liking it. Wormspan. I know a lot of people like that too. I have no interest in playing that. I shouldn't say I have no interest. I'm probably not gonna ever go out and buy it. If Jamie Stegmeyer wants to send it to me, he can send it to me. But yeah. I feel like too, once I finish Magneto, that I'll probably take a bit of a break from Marvel Champions. I think I'm going to. I don't know. I get exhausted by the game. I mean, I love it. I love the game. But there's just some of it, man. Good old Settlers of Catan. I haven't played Catan forever. Thanks so much. This looks great. I just bought all the Arkham stuff. I'm running through Carcosa and I'm using your old videos to watch my playthroughs to check if I have mistakes. I make mistakes too, just FYI. You don't mean that? What don't I mean? Arkham is really, really good. If you can get into it, it's really, really good. I do want to play an Arkham game soon. With the whatchamacallit? The individual pack. Whatever it is, the most recent one. Oh, taking a break? Yeah. Yeah, I will be taking a break from Marvel Champions. There'll probably be like a solid, like, probably most of January. I won't play it. Realistically. December I will, because by the time I get Magneto and start messing around with him or whatever, I'll need to. And then January I probably won't. I'll probably play a lot of other games. And then February is when whatchamacallit comes out. Shield, right? So then I'll jump back into it. But Shield comes out, I'm pretty sure. Try the Midwinter Gala. Is that the newest one? Because if it is, I think that's the one I haven't opened yet. Does it not go till the December? Oh, there we go. Oh wait, no, we don't need December. I need so shield ends my day. February 21st. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I want to do that one then. I do want to play that. I think I have an old deck that I can use that's still created. Have you ever tried Hawkeye with symbiote suit and or endurance? He and Cap, I think, are my two favorite heroes in the game. I've done them with endurance. It doesn't really work well for me. You just need blockers with them, in my opinion. As long as you have blockers, you're fine. Kind of cures his low health and he gets super powerful base stats. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of Hawkeye. I remember there was a phase when we as a community, I guess, ran like everyone through symbiote suit. I still like Venom, like basic hero Venom. Basic ally, not basic hero. I still like Venom as like a closing of the game card. I still think this is really good. A really good card. Slowly collecting all Marvel champions in order, and I jokingly want to skip all X-Men and go straight to Shield. You can totally skip all of X-Men. I mean, if you really like X-Men, that really is really good, but for the most part, yeah. I always use Hawkeye as ally because he's a regular human being. Are we thinking Nick's reveal this Thursday? No, because it's Thanksgiving. They want to do it on Thanksgiving. It'll be next Thursday. Right? This Thursday's Thanksgiving? Yeah. Yeah, they won't do it this Thursday. I'm going to guess December 5th. Yeah, December 5th they'll do it. That's my guess. I never really use symbiote suit, but I absolutely hate any icons being in play. So symbiote suit's rough. Venom I like because with his card, after you reveal an encounter card, which you're going to reveal an extra one, deal 1 damage to Venom, and then deal damage to an enemy equal to the number of icons on that boost area. So you're playing a really hard scenario. Like you could actually have him come out, deal 3 damage, and then let's just say each card averages 2. So get 2 cards in a row. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage from this card being put into play, which I actually kind of really like the idea of. And then especially if you can play him like a couple of rounds. So the next round, you know, get him for another 3 damage or whatever. No Star-Lord for you. Star-Lord's good, man. I like him. Give Hulk. Told the last stream, I think, about how he's actually in my least. That's true. Symbiote suit, I don't mind. I just don't. It's not for me. I don't think it's that great of a card. Like, I think it's okay, but not great. He's already got the best health. That's true. But you can get 1 thwart with him. B&B Tabletop. Thank you for the raid with 12 viewers. Hopefully you all are doing well. Hopefully you had a good night. Hopefully you played for some fun games. Welcome everyone. What were we saying? That 1 thwart would really save me. I know, right? I think it will. What are we looking at? Symbiote suit. Can I even spell it right? I can't spell it right. Like the one hand size, like it's fine, I guess. But yeah, the extra back card, I don't think makes sense. But the bigger issue with him is that it's a 4-cost card with Hulk, right? Like you would need to pull a double or one of your triples to pay for it. Get heroic intuition and symbiote suit, and Hulk can have normal thwart. He'd be goated at that point. Be swinging for 4, thwarting for 2. What more do you need from him? I forgot to mention, Josh, have you ever done a protection build with Hulk that worked pretty well? I think I just used disguise instead. That is true. The thinking man's Hulk. Because I feel like we've talked about that before with having a protection based Hulk. Smart Hulk. Which one was disguised? Is that when you just like your alter ego? Exhaust disguise and your identity remove 2 threat from this game. Yeah. Okay. Reach Valk levels of OPness. No one can reach those levels. I don't build decks myself as such. I try out decks that exceed. Okay. Protection build that's mostly great. That works pretty well. During my 4 or 5 player games, my cousin likes running symbiote suit and pull aspects of his Deadpool. We always have to pick up this. That sounds terrible. It sounds absolutely terrible. I would hate that. If any family member of mine did that, I'd be like, no, we're done here. All right. Caleb talks about Hulk reception on his interview with Winning Hand. What does he say? But I remember Andy R had a good one. Play clear. Playthroughs, Joshy. Oh, ready hero. Which doesn't kill me. Power protection. It's interesting they do ingenuity with it. I feel like just because he needs so many fist icons that ingenuity doesn't make 100% sense, but Neo, the Chosen. Yeah, this makes more sense. Shield cards. Oh, for okay. These are the shield. I get it. Try New Year? Yeah, no problem, Mark. Appreciate you hanging out, dude. Alright, chat. You gotta get out of here. Genius with Moon Girl with Hulk. Oh, I guess that's what you have to do. Okay. I get what you're saying. I was just thinking like because so many of his events need attack. And yeah. That was my original thought with it. Or so many of his attacks need the fist icon. Alright, chat. I gotta get out of here. I'm physically done. After that ruling, I'm so upset. Girl X and Samuel Jackson. Make sure if you haven't yet, you join Discord. Alright, so I'll be live again Tuesday. Be live again Tuesday. We'll probably do more Marvel Champions. Wolverine did not work out the way I would have hoped, so we're gonna try something else against Ronan the Accuser. Maybe we'll just go to Valkyrie and just win that way, right? Don't let the ruling prevent you from sleep. I'm never gonna sleep again. Actually, I got my email out of the way, so that's fine. But yeah, so yeah, I wanna do another hero against some Ronan expert. I just don't know what yet. I'll have to think about it and see what it is. So not 100% sure. Could try Thor. What are his minions like? Wait. Because some of his minions are a little tough. Like Kree Private. It's 5 life, 5 life. Kree Lieutenant 7. Nothing comes in with tough, so that's good at least. So I got 6 or 7 life. And a couple of 5. So I don't know. That'd be interesting. I feel like I'm just not a good enough Thor. Valk one deck challenge. Prove the haters wrong. I need to work through it. Not like I'm biased. I don't know. But I need to work through it more. The Mongoose, thank you for using a Twitch Prime sub. I appreciate you. Thank you for 2 months of support.
What ruling nightmare happened this time?
The Mongoose, they reverted their ruling on Retaliate. So all my Thanos Retaliate stuff, they changed it back in Hall of Heroes. So, Yay, fun. I don't know if I should do a video or not. I don't know. Because I got so much hate for the last video that I don't know if it's worth going through again. My thematic Thor versus Expert Loki was hard to imagine. That sounds rough. I mean, it doesn't matter who you're playing with Loki. So I can't even. I'm not playing that way. They had the ruling. Not playing that way. Done here. All right. So I'll be live Tuesday. I probably won't get Magneto by then. So we'll probably. I don't know if we should do Expert Ronan. I'm also thinking maybe we do a fun challenge thing. We haven't done that in a while. We haven't done the. What was it? We would do basically not a speed run. I mean, I do want to do a speed run again. Actually, no, we'll do probably a speed run. D20 versus chat. Probably not do that yet because we've done that more recently. So what I'm thinking is the one of the things that we haven't done that a lot of people haven't been around for, and I gotta actually find the videos because I forgot exactly how I pulled it off. But chat, maybe you can remember when I would speed run boxes or do challenges, and if I lost, I paid chat, right? What was the last one we did of it? I beat the campaign or I paid chat, right? Guys, it's been almost a year. It's been 10 months since I did that. Chat wins $1 million. Not quite. But to give you an idea, this is basically the way that... Oh, God, this is an old video. Old video coming in. So you can see the old video here. Basically, this was an example of how I did it, where I had a certain amount of time to run through the box and try to win, essentially. And if I won, you all had to do something for me. If I lose, I pay chat, where I just gift out subs and memberships and whatnot. So I think that's why we haven't done that in a while. So I think that's the next thing I really wanted to do, because we haven't done that in a while. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do next. So I think that's what we're gonna do on Tuesday. I'm revisiting core box only speed run. Because so many people have done it, doesn't really excite me. Before his hope and optimism was gone, dude, it was pretty early on when that was gone. But I think like Daring Limes does such a good job revisiting the core box, and I know Web Warrior's done it somewhere recently, and maybe Nelson has too. That like they've done it. I don't see a reason for me to do it as well. Like I don't think there's anything extra. There's anything extra I could add to it, you know. So I don't see it really worth it. All right, but I think that's what we're gonna do Tuesday. I gotta figure out a hero and a challenge. We usually try to do 3. Maybe we'll just do the core box villains. Yeah, maybe we'll just do the core box villains, and pick a hero. I think we did with Valkyrie once. Oh wait, let me see if I can find it. Yeah. Here are the rules for tonight. It's gonna be pretty. It's gonna be. Yeah. This is when Valkyrie's already done it, so we can maybe do it again against Valkyrie, or do it again with Valkyrie, since she just eases everything. But we'll see. All right, this would be cool. Maybe we do marbles. Maybe we have marbles decide what I do. That could be really hard. And I just have to pick a deck. Kind of like that idea. That might be what we do. All right, I think that's what we're going to do. We'll do that for Tuesday. We'll do I win or pay chat. And we'll have marbles pick the hero. And I think we'll just run through the core box and do that. Because that's just a nice, easy 3 setup thing. I think we usually spend like an hour trying to beat it. What are the rules? I'm going to listen to myself.
Very, very simple. I have a game against Rhino. I will only pause the time in Ultron timer. So myself a little bit of a break then.
But if I lose Rhino first game, the timer keeps going. Scoop, if you draw shadows, yes, I doesn't stop. Villain theory, below it's test and date saying that villain, but now not listening to all that. That's all right. I can't listen to that anymore. I think it was an hour I gave myself. I think it was an hour I gave myself. To get I came from Marvel's to pick Deadpool. Oh god, I'll just give you all the money. I got wheels up to go through everything once. That's awesome. All right, chat. I'm out of here. I appreciate you all hanging out. Thank you for being here. I'll see you Tuesday. Get hyped and get excited. I think it'll be a good one. I think it'll be fun. We'll see what it is. And yeah, make sure to email Fantasy Flight Games and let them know your questions about Retaliate and why all of a sudden it changed back to the way it was. Really, really annoying. So make sure to do that. Really appreciate it. All right, I will see you all on Tuesday night. Take care, everyone.